Yo, 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 what it do, what it is, Josh, your boy Taylor May Rock. You're now tuned into the infamous No Filter Show. And as always, I'm joined by my great co-hosts.
Yeah, y'all know these vibes. It's your boy K Quick, Beats Bars and Faith ENT in the building. Y'all know these vibes. Let's get it.
Man, and of course, it's your man GIMO, aka non-GMO. You know we up in this bitch, right?
And I am the Blue Phoenix. I'm excited. Why? Because it's Thursday and we're here.
What it do, Miss Nikki?
And I am your girl, Just Star, the extraterrestrial diva. What up?
What it do, my good people? How y'all feeling?
Live free and prosper.
Indeed.
I'm good. I'm energized, bro. I'm energized. Had me a great day.
Okay. Phoenix, Star, Mo.
Don't get shy.
I feel great.
Are we ready? Are we? Listen, this is what I'm gonna say. I have remodeled my basement, and I was thinking about putting vaginas everywhere, all over my walls.
What?
Lord.
Oh Lord.
Have you ever thought about like when people say they want Zen? Have you ever been mad at a vagina? Have you ever looked at a vagina and got angry? Anybody? Even
To
at your
think
own
we
vagina.
we would have one night of maturity on this show.
No.
No. Vagina is very mature. If you ever got it, it's very mature.
Think about it.
Lord.
I mean, can I ask you a question though? Was it gonna be like one color, one nationality? Was it gonna be like variations?
It's gonna be black and white, bro.
I highly doubt that's considered feng shui.
Are you sure? So you've stared at a vagina and been like, nah, I'm good. Like I feel like I want to fight somebody.
I didn't say all that. I'm talking strictly from a home decor standpoint.
Vagina's great for home decor.
Hey, it relaxes me.
Oh my God.
Lord. This is what I gotta do. See, this is the stuff I gotta deal with on the Thursday.
Hey, look, I gotta be real about it. If you ever stared at a vagina, it looks like a conch shell. Like it looks like everything like symmetrical. It's perfect, bro. It's the entry, it's the gateway to heaven.
When has vagina not made you feel good?
Talk about it.
I'll wait.
That wasn't the question for us.
I'm talking quick.
I know. I'm just saying.
Ladies, you too.
It's funny that you said that. I saw online today they was posing the question to men, what does bad coochie feel like? The answers was oh my goodness, crazy.
Well, I have to say this, and I'm thankful for this. I've never had that experience. Shout out to
me neither. But anyhow, let's get in, I want to get into something flat out because Rock, your boy, got his block knocked off. I'm just saying. I'm just saying he has this new sense of euphoria right now.
Do you see that?
Yeah. All them pins is out his head right now.
Let me tell you something. And I was specifically waiting for this. I like the fact that he delivered. Yes, he gave us a dope song. And I'm not even going to argue. It was great. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of hidden messages in there.
Bars.
But it's
and he didn't need AI to do it.
Hold on. See, now that's funny. Listen. Because hold on, let me finish.
I was just laughing.
But my thing is the simple fact that he said the same thing everybody else already said. He didn't say anything else new. You know what I'm saying? So now, if now the gloves are off, I know Drake been waiting for it. It was a chess move. It was dope. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick came back and he wowed us. We got the founder of the Light Skin Coalition that just came in.
Hey.
Hello, how's everybody tonight?
Surprised.
All right. As you were, young man, as you were. I think Quick was saying something. Y'all were going back and forth.
It wasn't no back and forth. I was just stating a recent event and he was just responding to the event.
Yeah.
Well, I must say, I have been paying attention to everything that's been going on, and unfortunately, you youth, we didn't have rap back then. We were marching to Selma, Alabama, and penny loafers. You have no clue what it feels like to have bunions and corns and still try to get some ass after that. Yeah, but I will say this: as the founder of the Light Skin Coalition, Drake is definitely up. I have listened to all the poetry that you guys call rap. I have written many of poetries.
I disagree, but
use toiletries in weird places. Yeah. Have you ever? Okay. So let me just say this. For Drake, I will say that I think he used this term that you guys use, AI. I thought that was really Tupac. I thought that was Tupac. Is that really Tupac? Was it Tupac? Hello?
No, not
Tupac? Tupac?
Nah,
Did I say it wrong?
Nah.
Excuse me. You got to educate me.
So look, I just want to say, so let me interrupt you. My man was talking about, he needed AI. I kind of feel like it was brilliant. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick was quiet. Let me finish. Mm-hmm. Kendrick was quiet, and Drake baited him in. He said, "What would Pac say to you? What would Snoop say to you?"
Now, from what my dumbass nephew told me, that you have a special guest, Flesh and Bone. Is that his name?
Yes, he's actually backstage right now.
Okay, well, from what I heard in the history that my nephew told me, that he actually worked with Pac. So you know what? This is out of my jurisdiction, and I'm gonna digress. Everybody, I'm gone.
Wow. Well, I can't believe he actually saw that. Well, without further ado, No Filter Nation, I want to bring on this show hip hop royalty. As you can see, I'm representing tonight. This dude is my OG, my mentor. Love him dearly. And I can honestly say, if it wasn't for this man, and Rock can say this too, if it wasn't for this man and his group, we wouldn't be rapping right now. You would not even know who K Quick is. This guy has Grammys and American Music Awards, accolades that cover the world. We talking over 50, 60 million worldwide. You all, I present to you the fifth dog, Stack, but y'all know him as Flesh and Bone.
Yo.
Hey.
Let's go.
Fifth dog.
What it is, man? Everybody at the No Filter Show. What's going on with y'all tonight, man?
Cool.
Blessings, boy.
Hey.
Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all had a pretty good conversation going on there about Kendrick and all these dudes, man. You know that's all. You know it's great entertainment, though, man. You gotta love it, man. Great entertainment, though. I appreciate the intro, K Quick.
Yes, indeed.
And I appreciate brilliant individuals and artists like you who, to be quite as honest, bro, my legacy is my legacy lives on and on through gentlemen such as yourself, man. And it's like, hey, man, it's just an honor, man. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do what we do best, and then as long as I can look and see cats doing what you doing, man, nothing's feel greater.
Man, the honor is all mine. I mean, especially being a man who literally studied you growing up, just for one be under your wing and hear those words coming from you, man. I can't express how it makes me feel, man. Real talk.
Well, musically, we're very happy to have you a part of the family, man. You need to understand that, and we got a lot of work to do ahead, as I like to always say. And I like what y'all doing over there at the No Filter Show and everything, man. Y'all got some cool stuff going on, man.
Thanks, bro. We appreciate it. Well, Flesh, before we get started, OG, allow me to formally introduce you to my counterparts here. The person right above you in the blue hat, that's my guy G.I. Mo right there.
Mo.
Yep. And the lovely melanated queen next to you there, that is Just Star.
All right.
Hello.
Yep.
Just started off.
And the other queen up there, that is the Blue Phoenix.
Blue Phoenix in the house. Okay.
Yep. And my bro right there in the middle right there, that is my guy, Taylor Made Rock. And if you wanna, and you actually spoke to him when briefly when I linked up with you at the Fillmore, he is the guy who actually
Okay.
shot my scenes for
Okay.
the To the Bone.
Oh, dope work. Dope work. I love it.
Appreciate it. What
Beautiful.
it do? What it do?
Absolutely.
So
Nice to meet you.
yeah, so blessing. So first and foremost, Flesh, what we want to do here is because through the times, like every member of Bone has been interviewed, but there's a lot of things that we didn't quite get, or at least a lot of people didn't get your perspective on. So if we
Okay.
start a little bit from the beginning here, firstly,
Yeah.
what age were you when you fell in love with music, and how did you know that
Mhm.
music was your calling?
Well, it's like we grew up in a very a musical household. Our family, that's what they did. My mom was a lead singer in a band. She used to take us to the studio with her. She used to take us to work with her, as far as rehearsals and all of that type of stuff. So we was and just raised in that environment. Naturally we would go, play with the drums, get electrocuted with the electrical, grab a microphone. I remember the first time grabbing a microphone and literally getting electrocuted by it, and shit tripped me out. And so that's, talking about 3, 4, 5 years old, since I can remember my mom carrying us into those studios with her and everything. So that was something that we had naturally in us. My aunties and uncles, they were all singers. They used to sing and doo-wop around the house and sing their favorite oldies. So we had a harmony thing going on, based on being around them, because they was just always singing, doing something. You feel what I'm saying? And my mom was a hit in Cleveland. Her name was Brick House, and she used to rock out. Like I said, she was the lead singer of a band, and but then things had its way of taking its course with that. But she made sure that we was musically inclined.
Dope, 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 man. I mean, and for real, a lot of artists, especially myself, I can relate to that because my dad is a singer, and I was
Hmm.
always when he would be down in the basement singing, I'd be down there watching him, and
Hmm.
listening to music with him, and um, and that kind of leads in. So since it kind of was bred from when you were little, fast forward
Yep.
a little bit to when you all decided to take that risk on yourselves and go
Hmm.
over to and well not well before we actually go to Cali,
Yeah.
what was the journey like from your perspective before the major record deal? Like how was the music journey for you on the local scene? Because I do know y'all because Bone had Bone Enterprise Faces of Death,
Hmm.
and that
Yep.
was so for one, why were you not in the group during that time? We noticed that you were absent during that time. When did you really
That was
become?
Yeah, that was like a period when I was in school, to college, right? So the Bone Enterprise phase came right at the point when I started my first year of college, freshman year. I was
Hmm,
still heavily inclined and involved with the brothers and everything, except that I had to go back and forth to Pennsylvania to attend class. So you can
hmm.
go back farther than that to a group that we had in junior high school, and it all started off even before this group here. We were called the Band-Aid Boys. So the Band-Aid Boys is where it all actually started, and it was a group that consisted of myself. There was my name was Beatty Rock, which of course spelled Beat dash E dash Rock, which of course segued into Flesh and Bone later on. You did what I'm saying? But
Dope, dope.
it consisted of me. I was Beatty Rock. Lazy, he was Steve Beat, and then you had Crazy, he was Ant D, and then was my homie K Chill, and we was me and Lay was the beatboxers of the group, and we were all writing raps at the same time and everything. So it started back then, and we was pretty hot as a group in junior high school. We was really really hood famous back then in 1987, 1988. You feel what I'm saying? We was hood famous in our junior high school. We was the hottest shit in school when everybody else was trying to rap too. We was the hottest. You dig what I'm saying? We was flame throwing on them way back
Nice.
then. And but for me, I was heavy into the in academics. I was heavy into sports. I was a all around. I was a boxer. I was a baseball player. I was a basketball player. I was everything. I was doing it all. You feel what I'm saying? I
Jack
was a
of all
writer. I
trades.
was trying to make. I was trying to make beats. I was trying to hustle. I was trying to make money. I was doing everything. That was Stack. The fifth Stack. When they say Stack the big bro, when they say Stack showed me and taught me, they not bullshit. Cause I laced all my brothers' boots and I taught them niggas pretty much everything they know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't gotta say it. My brothers said they shout me out more than anybody. Listen to my brothers' raps. They love to talk about stacking their raps, man, especially Busy and Late. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just how much they love me though. But it goes back to the Band-Aid boys, y'all. The Band-Aid boys was so cold, man. And basically, as eighth grade, ninth grade, we got caught up into a few situations, got separated a little bit. Blay had to go to Texas. He came back from Texas and got back with Ant and CC and everything. By this time, I'm a national, not national. I'm a rising superstar on a basketball court. And I was dunking already in the eighth grade. Seventh grade, I was up
Dang.
there, and I was a junior high.
Mm,
I was the only one in junior high school dunking on motherfuckers. This is how much talent I had. And you feel what I'm saying? So I had perspective to do that, but I never lost sight of my love for music, following the DOC, NWA, Run DMC. All of those dudes are from my era that I always kept right there locked and loaded in my deck, my tape deck. You dig what I'm saying?
yes,
Always,
sir.
right here mimicking this. I always kept this giant mirror. Even when in college, I kept this giant mirror. I used to pray, play my NWA, my DOC, you know what I'm saying, and just like I saw myself being that one day. I was either gonna be an entertainer one way or the other. I was gonna entertain your ass on that court one way or the other, or in that boxing ring too. Cause like I say, boy, I was a serious Golden Glove. You feel
Mm,
me? Or I was gonna be rapping one way or the other, or producing beats or whatever the case may be. Well, all I knew for me, it was gonna be something special, something big time, way past famous. And it was gonna be one or the other. You feel what I'm saying? And went to college, was on, it was a Division III school, but I was on the varsity. I played varsity all through, all through my school years and everything. But that after that freshman year in college, this is where the bone situation started getting deeper and deeper. And
nice.
like you say before, this is when after that freshman year in college, a couple of situations happened. I got arrested, and it was actually my mother that suggested that I kind of like get out of town and go to California. Just get out, go
Really?
see what you can find. Yeah, my mother, the same woman that taught us, gave us our musical creativity and ability. She was the one, because I was in trouble. I had got arrested. I got caught with some dope, and I had a warrant out for my arrest. And my mother just pulled me, to the side one night. Was like, "Yo, you got to get out of here because it ain't no time for you to be going to jail right now." And I had some homies in California, so I was like, "Okay, cool. I'm gonna hook up my homie Big Game and Big Mark, who was out there in California at the time." And I just had the next day I was on a Greyhound, headed out to California.
Wow. So speaking of California, because that's what granted that's where you went, and based on other interviews I heard from the rest of the brothers, there were several interactions that you all
Mhm.
had. Crazy spoke about the interaction with Tone Loc, and he actually had an interview where he spoke about that too. But from your perspective, because
Mhm.
I haven't heard an interview, or if there has been one, I may have missed it. What was the journey like en route to find Eazy-E? What was life like in Cali when you got there?
Well, it was one of those situations where we was rapper boys, right? But the time that we landed in LA, you talking about gang bang central. It was like we landed in the middle of a hood. Was I think it was the Hoovers, the Hoover Gangster Crips or something like that. You feel what I'm saying? And we was rapping. We was so cold with the rap. These dudes, we was staying with our homie Don and Dina, and with these dudes that was in this hood, it was like if these dudes gonna be here, they gonna have to get jumped in. But you had OGs of the gang that was like, we used to, because we was rapping every night. We was having little circles, and the little gang bangers would come out and be grooving with us, be jamming with us. But it was always little homies that wanted to, be like, you know what, y'all gonna be around here, y'all gonna have to get with this Crip shit. You feel what I'm saying? And it was like, we was like, look here, man, we just rap. We out here to try to make it rapping. And but that whole environment, bro, was an amazing journey because we took all types of risks in order to get to where we had to go. Yeah, Tone Loc was involved. And even before all that happened, I was out there by myself with my homies that was going to school playing ball. The whole music scene was popping. You feel what I'm saying? Everywhere I went, it was something that was involved in some rapping. I would get in these rap circles and everything, and ended up at a couple of clubs. You know what I'm saying? In a couple of rap circles, just rapping, and you know what I'm saying, having dope raps that was far and beyond. And I was like, yo, man, this is too, but this is where it's at. This is like the Fast and the Furious for the hip hop world, for the rap world. And I knew in order for us to get anywhere far, we would have to get out. My homies had to get out of Cleveland, man. So I ended up hitting them up, like, yo, I'm coming to get y'all. We coming to California. And I went back. I caught a train back to California, hustled up some money to get the bus tickets needed for them, and we all came back out, hooked up with the same homies that took me in the first time, and that's when we started going door to door. And then we came across Eazy-E's phone number one day, and we just started blowing the nigga phone up until he finally called back. And that's a real situation right there, man. And so that was and then the man actually called back, and we ended up going back to Cleveland to link up with him because he was on tour at that time. It was a phenomenal situation, because we auditioned for him right there on the spot on the phone. I think it was me and rapped a rap, and I rapped a rap for him and sealed the deal. He was like, "Where y'all niggas at? I'm coming." It was like, "We'll come to you right now." He was like, "Well, I'm on tour. I'll be in Cleveland on such and such date. Let's hook up then." So we said, "Bet." So we knew some cats that was throwing a show that let us open up for him, and then after we opened up for him, Eazy-E did his show, and then me and Lay had to muscle our way backstage to get to Eazy-E, and once we got backstage to him, he flat out didn't waste no time. Was like, "Well, what y'all want to do?" And we was like, "We ready right now. Let's get it together." And he was like, "Okay, how you want to go?" He was like, "Okay, get us some bus tickets and we'll fly." Instead of choosing to fly back, we chose our dumb asses told him to buy us bus tickets to catch the bus back out there when he clearly would have bought us plane tickets.
You ain't know no better, bro. You ain't know no better. It's all
Yeah,
good.
you ain't know no
Yeah,
better. Yeah,
but
but
speaking,
it was phenomenal.
that's dope, man. Because and this is why I'm glad we finally get your perspective, because there's some
Yeah,
stories you dropped in there that I haven't heard anywhere in
yeah.
regards to
So
the Bone Thugs journey.
And y'all get to hear a little bit of it here first. And right now I'm in the middle of the Flesh and Bone Memoirs, my memoir, and it's my Bible about Bone Thugs and Harmony and
Mm,
the sacrifices that was made to get the my group to where they had to go. From my perspective, you feel what I'm saying? Because there is a missing link when it comes to that. I'm talking about a 10-year block when I had to go to prison for 10 years. You dig what I'm saying? And come out.
right,
Even before that, I may have not got such a fair shake based upon the struggles and the troubles that I was going through as a young man, fighting those demons, fighting those drug addictions, fighting, because when I first got to California, one of the first things the homies did with me was smoke some fucking sherm. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit kind of like took me off my hookup way. I was on fire. I was real triggery when it comes to I was always quick thinking, and you know what I'm saying. But that all that sherm smoke made me more of a daredevilish kind of like. I wasn't afraid of. It wasn't shit that I was not able to conquer or afraid of. I wouldn't, but the sherm took me to the point to where I would frighten motherfuckers sometimes. You feel what I'm saying? And this is a missing link. And people don't know about why Flesh was missing here or missing there and everything. I was going through some shit, struggling, trying to stay on the scene, but it was also motherfuckers behind the scene trying to pull me away and take me out or count me out and nothing like that. Not my brothers, but other motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying?
man, crazy, man. And so speaking of like when you got with Eazy-E, so for one, let's fast forward. You all drop creeping on the come up. You blow up
Yep.
from that, and then of course now you were actually the first Bone member to go solo, and
100%.
definitely, and granted, it was dope because you actually, especially because y'all implemented the sing rap and blew
Mhm.
all that up. I noticed when y'all when y'all started doing your solo projects and y'all
Yeah.
started doing features, I
Yeah.
noticed that most of your features weren't even with rappers. Y'all started hanging in there with other R&B singers. Like I remember you and
100%.
Montel Jordan got a few joints together, dog.
Yeah,
So
Montel. I had one with Monish, Monisha. Um, um, it was a few of them. Of course, Mariah Carey came later on in the picture, but
mhm,
we had an agreement with each other. No matter what, we definitely was gonna do the Bone Thugs and Harmony thing, but we had an agreement with each other to do. To support each other on solo efforts as well. So that's
right,
how we out the gate. This is the conversation that we had. Was like, okay, we're gonna do our group shit. We're gonna also do some solo stuff. We might even break down and do some duos, and that's where you get the Bone Brother projects from. So we had this planned out
right.
from the beginning.
Was there any pressure on you being the first member to go solo? Like, how was that whole process? Like, how how was it chosen? Who was to go solo first, and what was the what was the process
Mhm.
of building up to release that first project, THUGS?
Well, I think it was just all the matter of God's plan and God's will, the way the ball bounced in my corner at that time. And because I was bouncing back and forth from one studio to the next from 1995, 1996. I started recording the Thugs album right roughly around after the East 1990 Eternal album was done. That's when I first started recording some of the first tracks for the Thugs album, and then was actually recording the Thugs album at the same time simultaneously along with the Art of War 1 and 2 albums. So I was bouncing.
Mm,
I had in Hollywood. I had 2 studios in Hollywood that I was going from to record my solo stuff, and then I'll be there for 6-7 hours, and I'll go to the Bone studio to with to and we were just bouncing back and forth from both studios to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone and 2 projects at a time. So I was having a ball, and it was the only pressure of it was not being able to get enough features and add more songs to the collection. You dig what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it was one of the most fabulous times in my life, and it was amazing. It was an amazing situation, and then the rest of the fellas hadn't started recording anything for their solo projects till well after like 90. I think Busy started his in like 97 or 96. No. I think Thug's Cry came out, if I'm not mistaken, might have been 97, something to that effect, or it might have been
Yeah.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think his album dropped in '98, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so too. Yeah. It was definitely after the Art of War. And but yeah, and then as soon as that record dropped, I was at the same time working on my second solo release, but I ended up going to the county and everything, and it slowed down the process of that. But I still ended up being able to drop Fifth Dog Let Loose, which dropped around the time that I got locked up in prison, and they released that on the strength of like, yo, this dude's getting ready to get locked up and everything. So let's go ahead and put some material out. Let's rush this material out anyway. And I kind of like blew that whole Def Jam situation by not being able to stay out of trouble. Of course, wild, young, dumb, whatever. Not dumb, because I was too smart for my own kind. You feel what I'm saying? And that was the fucking problem. It was just that,
Right.
I was on fire, bro, and I was trying to conquer the world, and I did. By the time I got locked up, bro, I was like having a whole world at your fingertips. And we were the number one group in the entire world, and all of a sudden I had to lose all of that to go do my bid in the prison California penal system. You feel me? So it was devastating. But the solo stuff was amazing, and that's why I rock so hard right now with the solo stuff and try to light the fire up under my brothers. Right now we even trying to get another project done right now.
Lit.
Speaking of speaking of which,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you later on in the show, how in the hell was you gonna make beats with analog? Okay, that I'm curious about that. How did you make beats with analog? But the
Analog, I love analog. I that's one of the favorite. Like, you get your crunchiest, grooviest sound you working using analog. You talking about back in the '90s, right?
Yep.
yes, sir.
Kenny McLeod and DJ Unique was the master of analog. They was the ones, the equipment they used to have set up in the studio. I pulled my keyboards down and everything to make some room back here. But them and that's one of the systems that I like, the program. When you go analog, those, to me, it gives you crunchier sound. You asking how do you make beats analog? Was
Yeah, I think that was the question. Yeah.
Well, it's just like you got to be able to go all the way outside the box, and no matter what it is, analog, the DAWs, preferably your DAW gonna strap you into everything in the universe anyway. So,
Yeah.
that's how I go. And then I learned from some of the best. Like I said, I used to sit in the studio with Kenny McLeod and DJ Unique and tell them to make the beat like this. Don 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 don. We would come up with the rhythm, and then they'd just right there, they'd bang that shit out right there on the keyboard and on the MPC right there.
So
That's
let me ask
crazy.
you. So let me ask you
Okay, my
this.
bad.
DJ Unique did a lot of beats for y'all. Do you feel that DJ Unique gets his just dues within the legacy of Bone Thugs and Harmony?
In a sense, I would have to say DJ Unique, even to this day, still hold his own. You dig what I'm saying? I don't need, I don't give a damn about all those other producers out there. They hot as fuck, from Metro Boomin to Swiss to Timberland to Dre. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to say yes and no, but DJ Unique is pretty much recognized so wholly in the Bone Thugs and Harmony realm, because he's one of the super producers that helped produce Bone Thugs and Harmony and that sound right then and there. You feel what I'm saying? So he's recognizing that. You feel what I'm saying? As far as stepping outside the box, and lacing other people's boots or whatever the case may be. Even still to this day, I use DJ Unique and Kenny McLeod are sometimes my go-to, because they got that sound. There's something about their sound that's just that's like a magnet with Bone Thugs and Harmony. Even when I'm doing solo shit, I got to turn it in for something. Like, yo, I'm doing a new project, Kenny. I'm doing a new project. Yo, Unique, I'm doing a new project. But I think they, in a sense, bro, they hold their own, and that's pretty much how I can say that they get they just due with respects that they help produce the greatest fucking group of all time. Now, I'm not knocking Wu-Tang or Cypress Hill and none of these other cats, man, but they ain't no fucking Bone Thugs and Harmony.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So out of all the beats that Unique made for y'all, and it's a hell of a catalog to pick from, what's your number one? What's that beat that when you still hear it, you be like, this is my joint right here?
Well, you DJ, oh man, shit. Oh wow, you got it. This like
let's go.
I'm gonna say for me, it's our Cleveland anthem, East 1999.
Yes,
Classic.
sir.
Classic.
It's that one for me. You feel what I'm saying? And that and for a lot of people, they'll say Crossroads, which is cool too. And for a lot of people, they'll say First of the Month. But for me personally, that the East 1999, like Cleveland is the city where I come from. That's an anthem that put my city on in the lights of nobody ever thought would happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And that's
Bro.
DJ Unique. You feel what I'm saying? And for Kenny McLeod, it's Thuggish Ruggish Bone, of course. And DJ Unique is still a monster in his own right. And I got a couple of missiles laying in the cut waiting right now, that we getting ready to release by Unique.
Oh snap!
Bro,
I can't wait to
hey,
hear
look,
it.
y'all whole band made me grow my fro out, bro. Real
See what I'm
talk.
saying?
Real
That's
talk,
what I'm
bro. I
saying.
want to be from Cleveland so bad, bro. Real
Man,
talk.
I had the braids too back in the day. Like I had the long hair because of y'all, yo.
that's a beautiful thing, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It's the way we were able to influence, style, culture, sound, dress codes, hairstyles, man. That's some cool shit, man. It's like it ain't nothing wrong with being internalized a little bit if you can, But I appreciate y'all representing the brand, though, man. I gotta get
Always.
it.
I got to ask you this deep question right here.
Absolutely.
After 30 years of being on the map, 30
Mm-hmm.
years, can you conceive that? Did you think that after 30 years that we would be right here you would be getting interviewed by some youngins? You hear what I'm saying?
I mean, y'all young is getting it in, man, and I appreciate that y'all, holding it down. I know y'all, heavily musically inclined, and 30 years, I would, I would hope so. I would hope, I'm humble enough to say that I'm grateful to be around still 30 years, being able to have interviews and, do concerts and do music still, and still be able to have a platform to be able to voice my own creativity. It's never in a million years would you think that when I was 20, put it like this, when I was 20 years old, ain't no way in hell that I would think that I'd still be some super hot sauce at 50, because I'm 50 now. When I was 20, I just couldn't think in it. But the fact that, the artist that I am today, the man that I am today, the all of that and above, bro, I run circles around 20-year-old flesh, 25-year-old flesh, 30-year-old flesh. And I owe all that to my family. You feel what I'm saying? Because
Definitely.
yeah.
So bless. So we got all the way up to East 99 here. So once again, we've heard almost every Bone member speak of this, but we want the OG Stacks perspective on this. Now, after
Yeah.
the sudden and unfortunate passing of your mentor, Eazy-E,
Yep.
what was the environment at Ruthless Records like? Like, how? What was your experience after Eazy-E's death with Ruthless Records?
Oh man, so it's so many different um, vibes there. The environment. It was so much shit going on. I think it was already etched in stone what was going to happen with Bone Thugs and Harmony because um, there were some professionals that were able to come to the table to make sure and push it even further. And I think Eric Wright would have been happy with how things turned out for Bone Thugs and Harmony after he passed during right there when we were getting ready to release the Eternal. Well, he didn't even make it to see yeah, okay, no, he was alive for the Creeping on the Come Up album, but not for the Eternal album. But the staff that came in to replace him was more professional and couldn't have done a great. Did a great fucking job, in my humble opinion. And they brought folks in that were able to understand not only finish the vision of what Eazy-E started with Bone Thugs and Harmony, but take it. I think they took it even further than what was expected.
Hmm.
They took it. They took the shit to the fucking moon, man. They took the shit out of the stratosphere into another fucking realm. You feel that, out of this galaxy into another one. That's what they did, and I appreciate that. And I don't want to say no names, but and with all of the infighting that went on over there and everything, I want everybody to know that was involved with that process, man. That I'm proud of them. I'm happy about them. I don't care who it was. If you were there, trying to make it a success, you couldn't have made it no better of a success than what you have, and and everybody there went above and beyond board. You feel what I'm saying? So, and but and I do have my hiccups as far as certain how certain things went down and everything. But I'm gonna have to shed light on that in my book. So I'm gonna have to keep y'all's on pins and needles on that cliffhanger there and everything. But I got my favorites and I got my less favorites, but they all did a hell
Right.
of a fucking job at making Bone Thugs and Harmony the biggest fucking name brand on the planet.
Definitely. And to shed light once again, because you touched on it a little bit earlier, your second album, Fifth Dog Let
Mm-hmm.
Loose, which
Yes,
was
sir.
probably one of my favorite another one of my favorite projects. It doesn't get talked about enough. Now, for one, if we can dive in a little bit deeper, because we know, like you said, that was around the time you were getting ready, to get sent away for a minute. What was really like the in-depth process of
Mm-hmm.
releasing that, putting that together? Like, what was the thought process and your mind state at that time recording those records?
Well, you know what? I was at that time too. At the same time, I was on my serious hardcore creative shit, right? But when I was on Def Jam Records, I was going through shit on Def Jam that I wasn't experienced at Ruthless because the A&Rs was helping you shape things out. You feel what I'm saying? So I was having a hard time with the A&R saying, okay, you're gonna do this feature over here and everything, this feature and every here. They put they put the shit together for you, and they would basically sometimes be like, this is how the shit gonna go. And I was having a and at the same time I was hearing them, I was filling it all out. Now, but at the same time, I was on my own creative path. You feel what I'm saying? Mind you, I still had the features. Me and Corrupt had the first feature between Dog Pound and Bone Thugs and Harmony with the Corrupted Flesh. The A&R did not. I'm not knocking none of the A&Rs. They did a hell of a job. They put me together with with my homie uh, what's my homie that does Fallings I'm ashamed. That's his name slips my mind. Montel Jordan, man. What the f is my problem? So Montel Jordan, you know what I'm saying? The vibes was crazy as hell, but I was having a hard time following orders. You feel what I'm saying? Following, I would be in the studio sometimes right there, and I would have right there when I show up to the studio. I would have Jam Master Jay waiting for me to get to the studio. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about Def Jam reps. I used to have LL that, and I would be in the studio on a session, and Jam Master Jay would be on the phone when LL Cool J be listening in on my sessions. You feel what I'm saying? It was a closed in-house situation. It was one family and everything. I was over there with the. This is like after the first album hit. I was really, really on fire. I was feeling it, but I was at the same time. I had a home. I was over there with Warren G. I was over there with Foxy Brown, Lil Kim, um, all those dudes over there, Method Man, Redman, um, DMX was on. I used to be sitting on the meetings and everything, and I see my name up atop alongside DMX, Biggie Smalls, all these, and I don't know how that all of that ended up like there, but I used to. That whole vibe, bro, just pushed me into a whole creative mode. Of course, Fifth Dog Let Loose is one of my favorite albums, but I was going through a whirlwind of a little bit of everything. I was trying to come down off my Sherm high at the same time and enjoy the success of Bone Thugs being the number one group in the world. While I was pushing my whole line, I was dealing with. I was getting ready to do uh, 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 a feature with Old Dirty Bastard was getting ready to materialize, and then it was all types of shit that was getting ready to crack. I ended up hooking up with Fat Joe to do the feature that they put on Thugs and everything, but then my relationship with Big Pun was just not getting ready to evolve even further and everything, and then shit just like crashed all of a sudden. It
With
was
that
crazy.
being said, everything that you just said, it sounds phenomenal. Like I asked you a question earlier about longevity, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now that you have had the longevity, do you feel like it's come to an end, or is there more work to do?
I mean, nothing essentially ever comes to an end. It's always it evolves in its own right, in its own way, no matter whether you like it or not. You feel what I'm saying? And no, to answer your question, absolutely not, and no, and not necessarily, and never should it come to an end, unless the individual that's involved decides to say, I quit. That would be shame on you for making such a decision. And quit for what? Why would you? Why the only time you should be ready to quit is if you when you ready to check out. You always gonna, while you living and you're around, whatever the case may be, you might as well be laying the brick to your own pyramids and stacking up your own dynasty while you can. You feel me? So, and I'm real grateful. The one of the things, a lot of cats, you got a lot of solo groups out there. Not and big ups to to the Wu-Tang Clan, because I was looking at a show that they did the other day, 9 niggas on stage minus one nigga. And the only reason why Old Dirty Bastard ain't there is because he's rest in peace. You feel what I'm saying? And it's like we trying to get all 5 members to go to work and everything, but powers that be and keeping that from happening. But God willing, we can bring everybody together and then come to an agreement to get the fans what they truly deserve, and that's the whole group in its entirety. But that longevity, my brother, should never come to an end. I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with nothing. And am I happy? Maybe. Am I hungry? Hell yes. Hold on, I'm not
Let's
done
go.
yet.
Let's go. Repeat
You know,
that, please, sir. Run it
yeah,
back,
yeah.
select.
Talk OG, talk.
So I'm trying to continue to inspire the likes of K Quick, the likes of Smoke Bone, the likes of Greasy Bone, the likes of Kendrick Lamar, the likes of Drake and all of them. These dudes, all the other, all those dudes that got other people's favorite rappers, dude, they all still look at Bone Thugs and Harmony. I don't care if it's Crazy, Busy, Wish, Flesh, or Lay. You feel what I'm saying? We kind of like want to continue and will continue to inspire not only hip hop, the likes of LeBron James, the likes of all these other dudes out here. Now, I don't care if you playing sports, that they all rock Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. And we're gonna continue to light a fire up under your ass so that when you go to work, your ass is on fire, inspire and bringing the inspiration and the pain too. Oh, it ain't
Let's
over
go.
by a long shot. It ain't.
Let's go.
I got a whole nother generation to go, a whole nother generation of music up under my ass, and this is one of the reasons why K Quick is in our life and the rest of the stuff that I'm doing with them, because they're a part of that mission.
So you talking about motivation? I gotta ask you,
Absolutely.
Killer Mike just won 3 Grammys for his album, right? In his late
Yep.
40s. Now,
Mm.
seeing him accomplish that, did that motivate you even more? Because I mean, right now, you lit. You know what I'm saying? I can feel the energy. Did that push you to a whole nother level?
Can I answer you like with a resounding hell yes?
Hell
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah, that shit inspired the fuck out of me, man. Because you got motherfuckers, you got naysayers and situations like that. While that was happening, Killer Mike was the last thing on their mind, thinking that he was gonna step up to the plate and take home those trophies, man. So, and his story within itself is inspiration for me, and how he was able to accomplish that in his career, and which sparks, his career is through the stratosphere now because of it, and that's inspiration if for everybody, not just for me. And that's for everybody to look at and say, "Wow, dog, it's on and popping." If that's what's going on out here in the world, and cats, that's been working as hard as cats like him has been putting in work, man, and you gotta give him his props. Killer Mike is dope. That man is on fire. He's always been one of the most creative that came out of the South, man. And the South needed that. You feel what I'm saying? Because they've been on the map, but it's like now they got the full recognition because of that. You feel what I'm saying? But I love it. I love Killer Mike. I love what he represents and his creativity and everything. And him being able to accomplish that was massive inspiration for me.
So one more question for you, and then I'm gonna let everybody else get to it. Now we've been talking about the longevity and the motivation. Now, we all know that being in a group is kind of hard to keep everybody together. There's a lot. Everybody has an ego. Everybody has their own mission. And you guys are family. What's the secret? Because we see groups come and go all day. How do you keep the family part intact and not let that drive you guys apart?
Well, they say the family that pray together stay together. Me and my brothers, whenever we get together, sometimes, we like to, pray it up and give our prayers and thanks to the Lord. We try to do that as much as possible. And you pray together, you stay together as long as God will. And this goes for everybody else too as well. And I think you took the words right out of the mouth. One of the secrets of Bone Thugs and Harmony is the fact that we are family, and we are family oriented. Being that even though Busy, he was a young man when he came to my family. I think he was like 10, 11 years old, maybe even younger, maybe 12 or 12 years old, something to that effect, when his father brought him home to us. And I'm crazy, of course, been on him since junior high school. Wish, my cousin, Lazy, my brother. The fact that we're family oriented like that is one of the keys to our success. But I still got big ups to cats like Wu-Tang Clan, because it's not too many other groups that's out there. Like I say, I was watching them at their residency in Vegas, man, and them boys was kicking ass. 9 niggas on stage. I'm like, damn. It's 9 of them motherfuckers, and they all up and they all share the same fucking stage. That stage can be 10 feet tall, 10 feet wide, or 30 foot wide. Them same 9 niggas is still getting up there. And mind you, they're not always all 9 niggas at every show. They split up and do whatever the case may be. But and I look up to that. You feel me? But Bone Thugs and Harmony got its own secret sauce with the fact that we are a family. Our parents knew each other. They all knew each other. I don't know if it's like that for those other dudes, but all the Bone Thugs and Harmony parents, they all grew up with each other, their family. You feel what I'm saying? Sisters and uncles and everything and all of that. They all went to school together and all of that. And then it's great to be a family and everything, but we're trying to take care of it. This it's a business at the end of the day, and you got to be able to understand that we have fans that we're accountable to at the end of the day, and we want to be able to deliver and deliver Bone Thugs and Harmony as a whole. What we trying to do right now.
Speaking of delivery, hey Flash, I'm gonna do what we all do. I'm
Got
the
you,
girl
baby.
and Stars the girl. Thank you
Uh-huh.
for. But speaking of, being relevant and everything, and coming from the '90s, let's come to 2024, where we are today. Do
Right.
you Bone would have had that influence or been as impactful now as you guys were then?
Um, you know what? To be honest, I really would like to think so, because we're still uh, making the type of music that's impactful within itself. So if we were to be a new group coming out today versus the '90s, would it be as impactful? I would like to think so. You feel me? Because to be honest with you, it took a lot of fucking money to push us. Like you may hear this a lot, but they spent tens of millions of dollars in marketing on us back then. They it's just like it was like a thing that was like, you gonna be successful if you want to or not type deal. Because once we was chosen by Eazy-E, once a motherfucker said, you know what, I chose you, then here comes a boatload of marketing dollars behind that. Now today, you still need a little bit of marketing push financially, but the game has changed significantly when it comes to the social media, the internet, with the websites. We didn't have websites back in 1994. What the fuck? We had the TV, we had the box, we had MTV Raps with Fab Five Freddy, and but it wasn't no the press of a button. You could, as soon as you cut your shit on, you have access to a multiverse, a literal multiverse, and it's 9-10 billion of us on. You literally have access to the whole planet right here on that device y'all looking at right there. You have access to the whole planet right there. The whole universe is right there. All 9 billion people on Earth is right there at the palm of your hand. We didn't have that back then. So I like to think that our impact would be, as much as we are still growing brand new fans every day still, and we will see how this new music is received. I would like to think it's going to be a fire starter for one, because it's going to be considered, the fans going to be like, yo, there's something new by Bone. So it's to be seen, but you still need the same mark. You need some type of marketing effort. You have to invest in yourself one way or the other, and that's what we're getting ready to do. Still, it might not be tens of millions, but it's going to be the equivalent of that one way or the other. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's easy. I think it's easier to be discovered when you say have an impact. It's easy to put your music in front of people today versus back then. So that's why you have, it's like, it's like choosing your favorite song is like you going to a candy store now. Just so many fucking flavors in there, and you're never gonna be able to be satisfied because everything is just too much to choose from. And I thank God for that. It's like the option. I love having options. You know what I'm saying? I always, and I'm always stuck on one thing or the other, and it's always some new shit that slapped me up, and I'm grateful for that. And the impact. So yeah. Do I think we'll be as impactful? Will we be just as impactful coming out today? Yeah. I really do believe so.
I agree with you. I just had
Mm,
to ask the question. But
absolutely.
well, speaking of accessibility and the candy store, how do you feel about the music of today with all this access and the ease of just throwing something out there in front of the 8 billion people? What's your
Yeah.
honest opinion about the music scene?
I really honestly think that a lot of these youngsters is crazy as hell, if you ask me, and I kind of like it a little bit because I'm a little bit nuts myself, but these youngsters out here is crazy hell. Now give me like it's a lot of stuff that tickle my fancy, that make me crack up and everything. But it's so much dope shit out in the world today. It's just like, dude, it's like swim, just like a tidal wave. It's just so much creativity out here. It's like it's like, okay, if you turn this way, you got that. You turn this way, you get that. And it's like the diversity is a great thing. It's like a beautiful situation. The culture is like a multiverse still, like I say. And it's a lot of stuff out there. Like it's I put an Instagram post up the other day with my homie Choco, where he's making fun of rappers and shit, right? Y'all go to my Instagram channel, but you'll see it. But a lot of these rappers is incoherent in they rap. It's like the thing called the mumble rap. And I think they do it because the beat is so fucking dope, and they be doped up and everything. That the beat, the bait, and the beast, the rhythm is so fucking hot that you don't even got to rap no more. You can just go on there and mumble, and the shit be hot, and that's what they think. And I think it's funny, and I think it's comical. You feel what I'm saying? But it's so much dope out there. Is that the motherfuckers, like, when it gets to the point to where you can mumble instead of rap, now you know you're dealing with a whole lot of shit that's out there and everything. But I'm not knocking nobody. I'm a connoisseur. I like to soak it up. I like to soak up game. I like to see who's coming with what and everything. And I'll spend hours. I'll spend hours surfing on Spotify, Apple Music. I'll spend hours on YouTube, just surfing, just surfing. Like I said, it's a tidal wave. I can't get enough. I'm a junkie. You'll never be able to feed me enough music or this, that, and the other. It'll never be enough. And I'll never have, if I don't have favorites. I don't have favorites. Too much dope out there. And I'm a junkie. I have to feed that fiend. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I sit with my own, this little cubby hole, cave hole that I'm in right now. This is what I do. I sit down and I fucking, like, I give inspiration, but I need inspiration too. So I spend hours surfing the web, surfing the net, surfing all these music apps and all this, that, and the other, because I like the creativity. I like what God has given me. It's like, never put yourself in a box and be like, this is me and this is that. No, what the fuck you doing? It's so much shit out here in this world that you're gonna put yourself in a box and say, I did. You guys, as soon as you say this is my favorite, I guarantee you something's gonna come the next day and wipe that off the map. That's the level of competition, and that's what competition is supposed to be like.
I have to piggyback off of what Phoenix asked you, right? So when it comes to today's music, I remember that you said earlier in the interview that you come from a background of music.
Absolutely.
How do you feel with the DAWs, the DAWs, and the digital aspect of it? Is there an element of soul that's missing from it when you could talk to your drummer, when you could talk to your singers, or when they were explaining everything to you? Is there some element of soul that's missing from the music?
I mean, when you put it like that, there's nothing that tops being able to. Now, is the bass player funkier than me playing the bass on my keyboard? You goddamn right it is. Is those drums being slapped by the drummer? You see what I'm saying? Is that slapping harder than when I'm boom bapping on my MP3? And the answer is, you damn right it is. But with the DAW, you can stack and you can mix and you can splice and you can blend and you can do so much shit. But there's nothing more than telling the bass player. There's nothing greater and better than telling the bass player that's literally plucking those strings. There's nothing, because he can do so much with that as well. And I think the two and two coexist together, and you can't take away one from the other, because even when you have a live band show, right, you still need that DAW up on that stage. You still need that computer up on that stage that's running that some of those main tracks and everything. Now that drummer and that keyboard and that bass, you feel what I'm saying? They're up there to add that live analog effect, that gritty, that grimy element. You feel what I'm saying? But I think with the invention of the internet and the DAW and being able to have millions of plugins if you so choose. You feel what I'm saying? I just like the fact that you know, um, you can get a lot of analog out of the DAWs. You can still do that, and your creativity can be just as sick. But there's nothing like that mini Moog. I just downloaded. I just downloaded an instrument the other night from Ape Shit. I just got the box from Ape Shit. Now I love this instrument and everything, but when you're dealing with the analog, the mini Moog, I'm sure you guys are familiar with the talk box on the mini Moog.
Oh, for sure.
My sounds are limited, and I love my Ape Shit collection because I'm creating some real hot shit off that shit right now. But as I'm using it and I'm putting it together, I'm wishing that the library was extended, and then that's one of the side downfalls of the DAWs versus the analog. Because with the analog talk box, you can say whatever the fuck you want with the talk box too. With the analog, you can only play but so many words or so many sounds or so many phrases. But with the mini Moog talk box or the keyboard and whatnot, you can there's no limit to it. So it has its pluses and its minuses, and to a certain degree. But
So
I just
while you was
it's like science though. It's like science though. The DAW is just is an invention that keeps on giving.
So I have a question since you're speaking about the stage. I want to ask you about the versus battle between you all and 3 6 Mafia. You know,
Hmm.
typically that's supposed to be a celebration of music. What was your
Hmm.
mindset going into that on stage battle?
Well, it was an amazing situation, man. And I don't think I think 3 6 Mafia came with everything and the kitchen sink. You feel what I'm saying? Because I think they knew that they had to do that. We had a couple of tricks up our sleeves too, and those brothers came with everybody in the industry. So that versus was basically Bone Thugs and Harmony against the whole entire industry. If y'all didn't notice,
I will.
and
I will second that motion. I will second that motion. I was
come on,
watching
man.
it
Okay.
and I did not like that, bro. I was like, why hold up? Who is Juicy J bringing on stage now, bro? Like, nah, bro. It was
Yeah,
unfair, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
look,
because we like
I don't want to sound biased. We covered it,
Okay.
and we said it was a wash. Bone for the win.
like
Hands down.
because Flesh,
Yeah.
what you to let you know when the verses was on, we actually did a live watch along right here on
Oh
the show.
snap! Damn.
So yeah, we did a live watch. If
No.
we go back in the archives, we find it. We'll probably repost it or whatever. But we did a
Okay.
live watch along. But from our perspective, it looked like y'all was just knocking them out each round. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe on the first watch, it looked like it wasn't even close. It looked and this is like
Hmm.
not because I'm a fan of both you and 3 6 Mafia, so I was going
That's
in
what's up.
as unbiased as I could.
Yeah.
And literally, like when it got to Body Rot and Busy was just looking at them spitting his verse, I was like,
Yeah.
"Man, all right, round
It's a
over.
wrap,
Y'all,
right?
they took that. They took
Yeah.
that.
Done.
They
Yeah.
took 3 6 can't beat that."
Yeah,
So
I think we definitely mopped them up and everything, but I appreciate the fact that they came with everything, every ounce of gusto that they had, as they should have. You feel what I'm saying? But I don't think nothing can step to the pressure and the heat of a Bone Thugs and Harmony rap off a song or going could and everybody can say that they got hits and everything, which is pretty much true, be it that as it may. But you can put us up against anybody, man. And at the end of the day, I think Bone Thugs and ultimately come out on top. And we don't. I'm not saying this to knock nobody. We don't need features to do that. To be able to do that, we can. We
Mhm.
can. You can
Preach.
put. You can put the five Bone Thug brothers up there, and without a single feature without a single movie star, and we'll kind of like crush you at the end of the day. And I say I appreciate how 3 6 put that together, because they helped make it the greatest show on earth. And when you look at that versus, it was the most entertaining thing in entertainment in a long time. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing that ever existed that happened like that. And the fact that they put our two groups together, I think what they did and their contribution to it, like I said, helped take it to the ultimate level of entertainment, and make it something that can never be duplicated. And as long as time exists, they can keep doing versus battles over and over and over again, and there never be one like that one.
Y'all are definitely the standard. Like in my opinion, y'all Bone and 3 6 was definitely the best one, in my
It,
opinion.
it, I second that. I second that. I don't think they no matter how many verses that they done put together, I don't think none tops that. And mind you, not even with the it turned into a real versus battle, because our securities was out there trying to knock each other out and everything. So when they cut the cameras off, it was a few elbows cracking some heads and everything. They didn't show you all that part, but it got a little bit ugly up there for a minute. And
Well,
it was,
like
yeah,
I said,
Yeah, it was definitely exciting.
yeah.
So my question is, how do you feel having reached your goals with your brother right by your side the whole time?
Oh, Lil Light and Lil Lay, that's my little loved one, man. That's like that's my best friend. He was my best friend when we was little, when we all we had with each other, and then we started getting brothers from another mother. They turned into our best friends and everything as well. And but words cannot describe um how significant that is to to have accomplished so many amazing goals with your brother like that. And it ain't over with. We still got work to do. And like I said, I'm working on my personal story, my memoir book. It as well as it's going to be a group book as well. It's going to be a biopic. There's going to be other and other pieces of films. Uh, it's going to be other maybe some type of Netflix series or whatever the case may be. It's a lot. There's still a lot in store for Bone Thugs and Harmony, and to have my brother here still by my side, like I say, grow up like we grew up together. My mother put us together. We were partners, for a long time, and words can't describe how amazing that is to have your brother right with you in the ring, we fighting back to back, putting this stuff together to come up with the next greatest thing is it's always it's a God send, it's a God bless. And I just can't I'm excited to see what else God has in store for us.
I think that's beautiful. While I have your attention, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Living Legend Project?
Okay, the Living Legend project is definitely one of those projects. um Living Legend is like, I felt that putting that record together, I wanted to say the reason why I called it that is because of the legacy that we have. 30 years, still sounding good, feeling good, looking good, and God willing, uh, uh, years of longevity remaining. Um, my whole creativity behind that is to show to my fans, let the fans know that these legends are going to be here for a long time, and this is my effort to bring in the brothers that I've been working with: K Quick, Greasy, Sleepy the Hitman, even Gold Rush, Smoke Bone. These dudes are a part of that legacy, and and when we were putting together these challenges and everything, that's what this is all about, And it's like, now it's time to pass the baton. We're gonna still keep doing the things that we're doing, but we're saying, hey, what's mine is yours, and this is what we're introducing to the world. This is what we bring to the table as a part of Bone Thugs and Harmony legacy. And these gentlemen are legends within their own right, and that's why we chose to work with them and bring them to the table. That's why they're featured on the material and everything, and the presence that you see. So, living legend is that which exactly what it speaks and spells. Bone Thugs and Harmony, a member of Bone Thugs and Harmony, we're a legend and we're legends, and we're going to always continue to be so. On no matter what, no matter what.
Well, while we on the subject of legends, I want to ask you, female hip hop right now. I would like to know your take on it, and if any, who do you have in your playlist currently?
Mm. Oh wow! For female. Well, I'm old school, new school. So all these young ladies that's out here getting it. It's a couple of of course, I deal with the swag of like Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, um, um, damn, what's the Migos wife name? Dude, they just broke up. What's that?
Cardi
Uh,
B.
Cardi B, of course. So you got Cardi, of course. Um, um, it's quite a few. I heard a few new uh young lady rappers from out on the East Coast. That's monster. The name slipped the mind, but I try to stay in tune, and and I'm still, ever since Boss, rest in peace, passed away, I didn't revisit her archive and was heavily off that lately because she was when we were coming up, Boss, she didn't never get her P's enough, but she was one of the main influencers that influenced a lot of shit on the thug shit that we was trying to do. Boss, the female rapper out of Detroit, she
Hell
was
yeah.
she was she she was one of the ones we was bumping and writing to her shit. You feel what I'm saying? Before all of this, we was writing to Boss shit, and she was banging. Of course, Queen Latifah, MC Light, and even before that was Roxanne Shante, all that. You feel me? So it's I think the ladies that's representing the music, and I'm gonna kick myself up the butt a little bit later because it's a lot of them that I've been rocking to, but it's just so many of them, and that the names just slip my mind right now. But I appreciate what they doing. Their contribution to the culture is immaculate, and they, I like to focus on what they saying, instead of watching the videos because they so sexy and everything. I get the drifting off into something else, and instead of listening to what they saying, I'm listening to them shake that ass on that screen, and I'd be like, you see what I'm saying? Now, how the fuck I'm gonna compete with that? You know what I'm saying? They got the musical content, and they got the body and the looks like that. Man, get the fuck out of here. That shit ain't even fair. To be honest, it ain't fair. They bring all that sexy shit to the table.
Would
They
you
look good.
manage? Would you manage a female artist nowadays?
Yeah, I can. Yes, indeed, I would, and that's one of the things I'm going to venture off into one day as far as management and a concert. And I'm one of the next things that I'm definitely gonna do is like like to be a concert promoter and artist management. So that's something I'm gonna segue into sooner than later. So yes, I would manage a
Yeah.
female artist. I sure as heck would. Yep.
Well, I can't rap, but I can type. So here's my
That's
question to
You
you,
need a
to
stenographer
piggyback
support.
off of, yeah, basically, I can be a secretary.
all
But
right.
seriously, to piggyback off of what you were just saying, I recently saw a video with the singer Tasha. So, and she still has pipes. So my
Oh yeah.
question is, do you anticipate either collabing with any of the new young ladies or spinning the block and doing another cut with Tasha?
Oh well, yeah. This is one new artist out of LA that I'm getting ready to do some work with. Um, we getting ready to do some work with right now. Um, definitely. There's definitely a new up and coming artist out of LA that I'm getting ready to do some work with. But I definitely would look forward to being able to work with um, several other young ladies, female artists, and everything. Of course, it's a beautiful thing. Something I look forward to. Who that might be, um, who knows? God, only God knows when those opportunities come knocking.
Yeah. So, OG, to close this wonderful, once again, thank you again for
Absolutely.
donating your time and joining us today. It's been nothing but an honor, first and foremost. We appreciate you as always. But
Mhm.
to close this out, Flesh and Bone, the man,
Absolutely.
artist, accolades, fame, all that aside, when all the smoke clears and everything is said and done, what do you want people to remember the man for? Oh, we can't hear you, OG.
Uh-oh.
I
We
think
lost
we
him
lost
for a second.
connection. He gonna come
Of
back
course, it would do it when you had
on
the
the
Yeah.
There we go.
Hold
There we go.
on.
All right. All right. He back
Hold
on. He
on.
back on.
My fault, y'all. I had a FaceTime call came in and fucked everything up, and
All right, I'll
sorry
re-ask the
about that,
question for
Quick.
you. No, you
You were
good,
in
but
the
you good,
middle.
OG. I know things happen. So, just to re-ask the question, so fame, accolades, everything aside, when everything is all said and done, Flesh and Bone, the man, what do you want everybody to remember the man for?
Well, basically, I never toot my own horn, and this is something that I'm really getting across in my memoir is the fact that, to be honest, you know, I wouldn't say that I'm responsible for Bone Thugs and Harmony being where they at, but I would like to hope that what I'm getting ready to share in my memoir will let everybody understand that um, my sacrifices and the things that I went through and the choices that I made as a young man, being brave enough to step outside the box, not only outside the house, outside the neighborhood, outside the state, and go all the way across the country in pursuit of a goal, of a dream, and having that type of aspiration. Um, it was a lot of my sacrifices that ultimately led to the success of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Not to say that I'm solely responsible of that, but one of these days, God willing, my voice will be heard, and that's why I'm writing about it, because I'm not expecting nobody. You know, if you leave, if let everybody else tell it, they're the reason why Bone Thugs and Harmony is where they're at. But I got a story to tell, because because who knows if we would have stayed in Cleveland, had there would there been if Bone Thugs and Harmony would have stayed stuck in Cleveland, where where would they be? Would they have made it anywhere? Would they have still made it big time still in Cleveland? Flesh went to California, saw that California was the place to be, and went back to get his brothers to go back to California, and started knocking on those doors and making those phone calls and made the connection. It was Big Flesh that made that happen, that helped make that happen. So, and at the end of the day, and it is what it is. That's why, like I say, I'm writing my own book and I'm telling my own story that the world is going to have access to real soon, about how I feel and my contributions and my sacrifice of helping bring Bone Thugs and Harmony to the table and putting us. When I say them, I mean us in the light that we are, being able to be one of the best top notch rap groups of all time. So basically, what I want people to understand is that, Bone Thugs and Harmony is here to stay. And I've never brought this up before, but that's like I say, I'm talking. I got a whole fucking chapter in my book describing what I went through, the people that I went through, the fucking swamps of alligators that I had to deal with and wrestle with to get to where we had to go. You feel what I'm saying? And the shit wasn't no piece of cake. You couldn't be no bitch ass motherfucker. Excuse my French, but you ain't gonna be no bitch made and still try to accomplish and be successful in accomplishing what God blessed me to accomplish. And that was help put my little brothers in the position that they in today. I don't need nobody to like that. Don't nobody need to talk about that. I'm gonna tell that story myself, and you'll be able to pick that book up and read it for yourself. And the things that I'm gonna talk about in there, with all of the shit that we went through, the shit that I went through, dealing with this person, that person, this person, all of this. I'm telling I'm telling some real deep shit in this book. The snakes, that all of the people that real good intentions, and the motherfucking snakes. This is why you motherfucking you. I'm saying this to whoever might have ear. All of you people out there that had something to do with Bone Thugs and Harmony, I know who the fuck every last one of you are. I know if you help me, and I know if you snake me, and I know if you slighted me. And the truth is coming out whether you decide to do something to me or not. The shit is already written down and it's coming out. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. Everybody got their story to tell, but I'm finna tell my fucking story about this fucking group. And it's gonna tell the story about the snakes and the champs and everybody that had good intentions and all the people that had the bad intentions that tried to fuck us. Talking about them too, the most. You dig what I'm saying? So and I'm glad. So show your ass off. Do what you do. Show me. It's all good, because now I get to talk about you in my book, and that's where I can leave it off at.
And that
Yeah,
lives on forever. Hey,
definitely.
listen. So we had a question. I mean, no,
And that
we had a question
and
from Sanice.
and I'm really energetic and pumped up about it, because it's some real shit. It's some real shit, bro. I'm gonna say some shit in this book that a motherfucker never expected me to say about certain shit.
When
Mhm.
is the release date?
So, yep, yep. That's that. Straight up.
Is
So for let.
there so
Mhm.
so OG? So is there like a roundabout time? Do you have a release date in mind yet for this memoir, or is it kind
Uh,
of still in motion?
oh no. I got it's that stacked. It's stacked up. It's stacked up. 1 second, son. No. Yeah. No. Um it's gonna be real soon. Quick.
Nice,
I can't predict when, because I'm only in the middle. I got manuscripts
got you.
stacked up this high. So what I'm trying to do is
Mm,
consolidate everything down into at least nine or 10 chapters. Right now I got like 4 or 5 books worth of shit that I'm trying to
might have to make
consolidate down.
it might have to be a series, big dog.
Yeah, yeah,
But
that it is. And and here's another thing too. It's a lot of folks, man. I swear to God, man. It's just like, I love everybody that helped push Bone Thugs and Harmony, man. But I got something in store for the folks that thought they was too smart and smart enough to try to bamboozle Flesh and Bone, man. They're gonna
Mhm.
regret. They're gonna regret that they ever did that. You feel what I'm saying? as I
For
think about
sure.
it, So, but but it's gonna come about, sooner than later. Hopefully, you feel what I'm saying. But we'll see. It's a work in progress, and
Hmm.
I'm having a blast putting it together. It's a lot of funny shit in there too. It's a lot of sad shit too, and but the main thing is that. This book is an expression of my gratitude to the creator because he blessed me to be able to have the ability to write to the extent that I'm writing, and I never thought it was possible. So it's this whole book is an expression of my gratitude for the creator of what he gifted us. But I'm telling you, I'm not leaving no stone unturned in this book.
So with that being said, I just heard something that you said that it's a
Yep.
lot of funny in there, right? Do you have jokes or any dad jokes? Because I just heard you cussing out your kids. You know what I'm saying? We
Somebody,
all do that.
somebody, somebody, somebody put a question up here. I don't know if it's okay to read it and answer it. Is that okay?
Oh no, it's
Yeah.
fine, perfectly fine.
Yeah,
So
what we
so
got?
somebody, I think Relentless Dre put a question up on the screen. It says, I got a question. The Kendrick and Drake music beef. What's your take? Good or bad for the culture? And it's not a beef, but it's just music. Well, you answered the question right there, Relentless Dre. I think it's good for the culture to have innocent competition like that. That's just like to say, is MMA fighting good or bad? You dig what I'm saying? It's good to have
Mhm.
friction. The what's called it. And I remember once upon a time where if you wasn't dope, if you couldn't come outside the house talking about I'm a rapper if you wasn't able to be dope enough to get in the cipher.
Mhm. Yep.
You know
Facts.
what I'm saying? And that
Yep.
Facts.
cipher, and if you're brave enough to get in that cipher, you're gonna come out a better rapper because they're gonna bring something out of you that you never thought that was in you. And it's so it used to be a problem. Sometime a homie would diss another homie so cold he want to beat him up, but it's all honest fun. It's all in entertainment. It's just like watching a cowboy movie or shoot 'em up, bang bang. It's all entertainment, right? You feel what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You have westerns, you have love songs, you have love stories, you have sci-fis, you have comedies. So same thing with rap. Sometimes you want to have a little friction with beef and everything, but it's all for the culture, and I think it uplifts the culture. And every now and again, ain't nothing wrong with talking some shit about somebody, man. What's wrong with that? It's a good thing.
All right, so I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you. Who's winning the battle right now?
Oh man, it ain't over with. It ain't over with till the fat man sing. No, but I don't know though, bro. To be honest with you, I really can't answer that question because I need some more. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I need a little bit
Facts.
more action. You know what I'm saying? Because what they're doing is playing with the game and they teasing the game. Let's see them all. Let's see them all come back and keep. Let's see who can keep it. It's not a Drake knockout Ken and a Cole knockout Drake. Or no, man. Let's see what you got. It ain't over with yet. Is all I got to say.
Okay.
By the way, one of my favorite diss tracks is "You Ain't Bone."
Wow. See, wow, that's crazy.
See,
hmm
everybody.
Yeah.
It's all good though. Every now and again we like to dibble and dabble and everything too. So and then it's like that's just like busy, and Lay went at the Migos real hard and everything.
I loved it.
Yeah,
So
that was fire. When I
yeah,
say we had a smile from grin to grin, I was waiting on y'all to
Mhm.
tag me for real. Me, Sleepy, Greasy, and them. We was waiting for y'all to tag us, and we was gonna be like, "Yo, OG, we got it. Let us
Oh
get
yeah,
it."
absolutely. Yeah, that was so. It was fun. It was
You know,
fun. It was fun to watch Lay and B did that. You know what? B Busy actually got at me like, "Yo, Flesh, you gonna get at him too?" And then I was like, "You know what, B? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I want to do? I want to get on the very same track with him and come up with a dope track with him. That's what I want to do. I didn't want to step in that
Facts.
arena. I didn't want to step in that arena and dissing him and everything because there's no competition. I tell you what, I'll do something better. I tried to put something together to do a record with him. It still might happen, and that's where I'm still at with it. I'm not the one to try to diss nobody on that type of level. Them dudes is not in my lane lyrically, so I'm not gonna diss them. Now, when you look at what J. Cole doing, Kendrick, Drake, and all of that, but they all in the same lane. They all pretty
Mm-hmm.
much in the same boat. They're from the same era. They from the same that they pretty much the same style in a sense and everything. They do the same shit, so it's cool for them. But for a Bone Thug member to slaughter Amigo dudes, and even though they take our style, they get the they say that they got a lot of their influence from Bone Thugs, but it's not the same sound. You feel what I'm saying? It's not the same delivery. It's not the same. It's not. It's still. It's not the same situation and everything. Those dudes. I wouldn't say that they're mumble rappers or anything like that. But it's like it's just not the same. So I would like to see a Bone Thugs and Harmony and Migo collab though, and that's what I'm working on.
That would be dope. That
That
would
would
be
be
dope.
dope.
Yep.
You know what? While we
Yep.
have you
That's what's
here,
up.
let me
Yep.
let me
Excuse me,
while
y'all.
we
I got to stay. This is a. I try to drink like 4 or 5 of these of water a day, man. When I'm at the house, I got to stay hydrated.
Mm-hmm.
Likewise.
Yeah,
I'm on the same
yeah.
stuff.
man. Yeah, that water gets you right, man. Super right. It'd be like, oh man, what's wrong? My knee. You know what it is? It's not enough water. You got a headache? It's not enough water. You got an elbow
Right.
tripping? It's not enough water. Whatever the case may be, whatever it is? It's usually not enough water.
Well, look,
See,
Okay, Dr. Flesh.
I wish the water was a solution for balding because I still
it,
want to grow my hair out like Bone, but I can't. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
to a certain degree, it is. What do you think the hair follicle is? It's just a ball of water, it's a sack of water, and everything. It's all types of solutions for that. Some of it chemically, and some of it's naturally. But there's a cure for everything under the sun, and naturally too. At that,
I know I'm just getting back, but it's definitely
you
light
don't
skinned
have to
people
so
too.
much go chemically. There's a natural cure for everything under the sun, even baldness.
Mm.
Male,
Can I
male and
ask a
female pattern
question?
baldness. It's a cure for that too.
So I
You
know
gotta
this is
believe
kind
it.
of off the topic, but I have really,
Yep.
really
Do the
been dying to
research.
ask this question.
Yep.
What
But
is
if
your
that's the
favorite?
real shit though. But that's what's up, bro. Hey, man, ain't nothing wrong with being bald, man. Look at
I
us, all
love it.
type. God created everything, man. He created the full head of hair, the half head of hair, the bald head, the mustache. God, what you gonna do, man? God created all that shit, man. He created everything you see. Everything you see, God has something to do with that. God says, I know everything about you from everything before you were in the womb, every strand of hair on your body. God understands all of this about you, man. God created that, man. God created baldness and luscious hair, man. And it's all the same. It's all God's beautiful creation.
Facts. Big facts.
So Stack. Before we uh before we bring things to a close, one thing I did, another thing that I loved about the Living Legend project is
Yes.
that you utilize your singing voice a lot more, and you have
Oh
a
yeah.
very dope singing voice, in my opinion. So on the vocalist side, who
Yeah.
are some of your favorite vocalists that
Mm.
inspired you personally to sharpen your harmonies?
Well, you know what, bro? Whether you believe it or not, I still, I'm a big, Jackson 5, Michael Jackson, Prince, Revolution, Morris Day, and the time. Them was some bad motherfuckers, man. The
Mm-hmm.
Morris Day, and all of these dudes took and borrowed from each other's craft. You dig what I'm saying? But it goes way further back than that, because I grew up I used to wake up to the likes of the Five Tops, the Temptations, the um, 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 it's just so many of them. You feel what I'm saying? And my mom was a perfect harmonizer. Of course, she used to sing like a motherfucker, and so I would take all of that. But I still, right to this day, one of the records that I'm still banging is the last one that Mike did, the Invincible.
Classic.
The
One of my
Invincible.
favorites.
Man, that shit bang like a motherfucker, don't it? So
Bruh, it
so so
does.
so I take that. I listen to a lot of Mike's oldies, especially when they were the Jackson Five, the little group. You feel what I'm saying? I take that and I just and I just let it play, and that harmony, no matter how much of a tongue twister that I think I might be, bro, I still got to break out into song one way or the other, man. It's just by nature. You feel what I'm saying? So I try to bring that rhythm, I try to bring that harmony in most of what I do, and even though I'm trying to rip that tongue real good.
Yes,
You know,
indeed, man. And that
yeah,
song on their way up definitely shows that. That was one of my
yeah.
favorites because you went full throttle. I felt like I was 11 years old listening to you again. I'm like,
Oh
ah.
yeah, oh yeah. I got. Yeah, I'm coming with a little bit, a lot of it. On the chopper side. That's one of the things that I've been trying to get off into a little bit more is the chopper. You know what I'm saying? That straight up chopper style, tongue twist style, and everything. But it's just by nature habit. That man, I just for some reason, man, I'm just finished start. I just feel like singing on this. I just feel like singing
Facts.
today. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta. Yes, sir.
I'm just gonna sing today. You know what I'm saying? And then slow it down a little bit and just break some harmonies out and everything. But it's all fun and the craft. You feel me? To be able to uh, do so much with it. It's just so much that you can do with
Yeah.
the music, from production to the writing, the lyrics and everything. And it's just you gotta have an open mind and be willing to try different things and don't be afraid. Put it down. If it don't match or don't sound right, or do something
Hmm.
else. Do it again. But just keep
Yeah.
trying. Try again.
Now we spoke earlier how you and Bone y'all primarily flexed your skill and separated yourself from everybody else in your field by showing that y'all can hang with the R&B singers. Now, are there any vocalists in this day and age that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with that you would like to flex your singing on with today?
Well, that's to be seen still. I'm not too sure about that as far as vocalists. Let me see. Um, I'm sure they are. Like I said, I'm gonna think about this. Something is gonna pop right up in front of me a little bit later too. I'm be like, damn, I could have expounded on that a little bit. But you know what? I don't think there's been. Um, you talking about new vocalist artists,
And
right?
like any, it could be new, it could be old. Is there any singers that you want to hang with? Because I know Crazy, he was on Dionne Warwick's last album, and they
Yeah.
made an amazing song together. Him and them two singing back and forth with each other. So, is there like any singer at all that you haven't worked with that you could see yourself creating a wonderful piece of art with?
Well, you know what, bro? You know what? Chris Brown, bro. Straight up. I think Chris Brown, a
Look on.
flesh and bone Chris Brown, or a Bone Thug, or having Chris Brown, on a Bone Thug track, bro. I think that would be something. And matter of fact, I'm gonna write that. I'm not gonna forget that. I'm gonna put that on a to-do list to
That
see
would
if we
be
can
fire.
put together a Chris Brown Bone Thug collab. So yeah. And besides that, let me see if anybody else coming from off the top. Um, not really. It's just maybe just right now. I think I would go after Chris Brown. You feel what I'm saying?
That would be fire.
Mm-hmm.
So I have
That
a
would
Yep.
question
definitely.
before you
That's what's
leave
up.
Chris
Yep.
Brown. He
Just the
recently
man right
put
now,
out
especially then jump in that battle beef arena with them dudes and everything. Kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? So I would definitely try to reach out to him and see if we can make something pop. Yeah.
Star.
And Star, go ahead.
my
Oh,
mic
I
was
think
acting up.
there you go. We hear you now.
Mm.
Okay, my mic was acting up. Actually, you partially answered what I was getting ready to ask. I was going to ask you before you got off of
Uh-oh, I
Chris
don't got no
Brown.
volume.
You, uh-oh. Can y'all hear me?
No volume up.
Yeah, you probably got to turn the mic. Just talk a little bit louder. That's all.
Is
Yeah,
it?
just
It's
talk a little louder. You
Okay.
good?
Okay. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Damn, I can't hear him at all. K quick.
Oh, yeah, he said he can't hear you. You might need to go out and come back in.
No, yeah, I can't. I couldn't hear none of that.
But why
So just
people are? Can y'all hear
no,
me
go ahead. Yeah, we can hear you.
on Star? Okay, because I'm tired of these games that keep playing with the damn internet. Excuse
No,
me,
you can
Flash.
hear it quick, but I can't.
Oh,
So
You
you
can't
can't.
hear?
You can't. Dang.
Oh,
Oh,
I
so
can't
he
hear.
can't hear you.
No, I can't hear
so
it quick. Her volume is not coming through on my end.
All right. Can you hear me though, big homie?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
oh,
So
I wow.
all right. So granted, one more. So as far as because you have a whole lot of things going on, you just spoke about your book, upcoming projects, so on and so forth. If where is the best place people can stay up to date with you? So when release dates and updates come out, where can they catch the latest news on Flesh and Bone?
I mean, right now it can be the Flesh and Bone BTNH on Instagram, or you can go to Flesh and Bone on Facebook, or the Bone Thugs and Heart, the original Bone Thugs on Facebook. I'm on Twitter. I just figured out how to. I just hopped on um, TikTok. So
Mm,
but the most accessible one that to check out maybe would be the Instagram. I'm just not figuring out all the kinks and the nicks and knacks, and as far as that app is concerned, and starting to
mm.
be a little bit more active on social media. So definitely Flesh and Bone BTNH on Instagram, and then you can still catch me on my Facebook page, and that's Flesh and Bone on Facebook, and I'm on X too, Flesh and Bone BTNH on X too.
Right. Well, y'all heard the man. Y'all know where y'all can find him at. Y'all, one more time, please give it up for my OG. Give it up for the legend
Aye.
himself, Flesh and Bone, for coming to rock with us.
Let's
Thank you so
go.
much, OG. We love you. Real
Yeah, we
Thank
need
you,
talk.
a
y'all.
part two to this.
Thanks for having me, y'all. I appreciate that, man. Beautiful platform y'all have. God bless each and every one of you. Y'all have a great rest of the day. May God bless and cherish and guide you guys into much happiness and success. Thanks for having me. Y'all be good, all right? And I hope to see y'all real soon, man. Y'all, if I
Yes,
come through,
indeed.
if the crew come through, man, y'all get a word, man. Let's link up. We stay on tour, and we always coming through a city near you somewhere. So let me know.
Yeah,
Send a word. I can get y'all in
definitely.
there, man. Y'all come check out, man, and get the Bone Thug experience live, man. Come on
Yeah,
with it.
well,
Oh, thank
OG,
you so much.
you already know. Anytime you in the town, I'm pulling up. So next time I pull up, I'm bringing the crew with me. How about that?
Let's go.
That got you. Bring them through. Let's do it. Got it.
Yes,
And
dude. Flesh and Bone, everybody.
I
Aye.
love y'all. I don't know. So the only vocals that I can hear is yours. Everybody, I can't hear y'all, but I love y'all. Quick, y'all come through. Okay. I appreciate. Thanks for having me.
I got you, OG. Most deaf.
100%. All right.
Yes,
Howdy.
indeed. Much love. That was the
You know
legend,
what?
Flesh and Bone, Bone Thugs and Harmony, everybody. Lead.
Yeah,
Woo!
that was
Hey, look,
Man,
I bet
hold
y'all
up.
can hear us now, huh?
Can we do a mic check? No, 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 hold on. Because hey, look, hold on. Hey, hold on.
Yeah,
Let's do a mic check. Can y'all hear me?
yeah. You hear
we
me?
can
Yeah.
I
hear
can hear
you.
you.
The
I
Rock.
can hear you.
problem was Star and Phoenix could not ask our questions.
The
I believe that
whole
there was some
time.
behind the scenes nonsense because y'all was hating on the fact
Yes.
that
I
we
was
wanted to
like,
open up.
what?
I don't appreciate it.
Hey, listen. Shout out to the legendary Cleo's Kitchen. If y'all haven't been paying attention, Cleo's Kitchen.
Yeah.
Pay attention. You got people
Yes,
watching y'all.
indeed. Shouts
I
out,
think that's
shouts out,
Nashville.
shouts
Yes.
Shout out
out.
to Hey Cleo, if you still on here, you out of Nashville, right? I just wanted to double check.
Yeah.
Well,
But y'all heard it
You
here
know,
first.
so,
Y'all come to a
Yes.
bone. Y'all come to a bone show in DC, in anywhere in the DMV. Y'all not just gonna see K Quick this time. Y'all will see my No Filter Squadron with me. So, and you heard that from my OG, straight from his mouth. So yeah.
so look,
So I mean,
we got some new faces watching. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. But if you don't know, we got a little bit of time, and guess what happens? This is when shit just goes a little bit down here. So I got a question for y'all, fellas, ladies. Close your eyes. What they got to do, Mo? Relax your
you
Your
pulling a
much
GI
out.
mode right now.
right.
All of your much out.
Thank you.
I will not do that.
Picture this: you at home, you eating your favorite pizza, right? You cooling, you vibing, right? Then all of a sudden your phone rings, and it's your ex, it's your baby mother or your baby father, and he's saying that his new girlfriend or boyfriend just put paws on him. I'm talking about really got him, did him dirty. Why the kids were there? What's your next move? Do you stick up? Or do you just be like, that ain't my problem? Talk to me, people.
I'm gonna get my children and bring them home. That's all I'm gonna do. That's your business. Let her go. I'm gonna get my kids. I ain't got nothing to do with that.
So wait, what's that scenario again? Say that one more time, please.
Male or female, bruh? We put it in
For
male
the
slash
fellas,
female.
it's the females. For the ladies, it's the males. So your ex call you, but that's the child of that's the mother of your child. Calls you and says her new boyfriend put paws on her. I'm talking about did her dirty, Slim. What do? Do you go to her aid? What's your move?
It depends on the reason why we would have broke up.
Oh shit, you Patty, talk to me.
Damn.
Tete.
Nah, I'm playing.
Look,
But
quick probably be
but
like,
no,
nope,
for real.
you broke my heart.
But no, for real. That at the end of the day, that still would be the mother of my child. And I'm not gonna let my child's mother get hurt. So any personal feelings I may have, I'm going to set aside. If it's something dire, like I feel like her life is in danger. I mean, it's already a problem that her man's putting her hands on her, but like I got to think about whatever child we have together. I'm not gonna let my child be without a mother.
Oh, ain't you sweet?
Oh man.
I got mixed feelings
Now,
about your response quick because I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna come back.
I feel like this. We not together no more. We friends. I'm gonna give you advice. My job is not to go to war with you. As long as my child is in the safety, then we good. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't gonna sit back and let him whoop your ass in front of my face. That's a whole different story. But if you
facts.
calling me afterwards and be like, hey, yo, he just whooped my ass. Hey, I need you. Nah, that's your man. That's your problem. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he put hands on my child in
That
the
makes
process,
sense. Yeah.
then that's a whole different story. But other than that, like, nah, like I'm gonna make sure you good. I'm gonna make sure I do what I can to help put you in a safe situation. You feel me? Whether you need somewhere to stay, if you need to come, you know what I'm saying, stay at my crib just to get you out of Dodge. But I'm not about to go there and pull my gun out, put my hands out, and be like, Slim was good. Nah.
That makes sense.
This is a catch-22 for me. Because at one point in time, I was sleeping with her. I have a child with her. I grew up in a household where I don't play that shit. I've seen abusive women, mentally, physically, whatever, right? The hero in me definitely would want to step up. In older age, I have to realize that I can't do as much time as I would like to do. Okay, so you gonna have to explain yourself. Like it better be a valid reason that I'm gonna go over here, pull the trigger, and or risk my life and limb over that. It's a. Mm, go ahead,
Now,
bro.
another point comes to my head.
Hold on, let's start go. Let's start go.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
So for women, it's a little different. Like if that's his wife, then he got to figure that out. If it's just a girlfriend, look, you said you can't hear me. Everybody else hear me, but you now.
He's
Nah, I
trolling
can't hear
you.
you.
I can actually hear you.
Nah, I
And
can't hear
he's
you.
trolling me. That is so
I hear
petty.
you.
Why would
He's
you troll me
trolling
like that? But
you.
no. So like if it's just a girlfriend, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Even if I, got beef with him, I would beat her up. simply because women tend to go too far. Once they start putting their hands on men and it goes unchecked, she start feeling like she can do that all the time. And I don't want my kids to see that. I want my kids to feel like, okay, mommy and daddy not together, but they still, you know what I'm saying, for my safety. But make no mistake about it. After I leave, after my baby is not in earshot, I'm gonna clown his ass, because how you getting beat up by a girl? I'm just saying, that's just my honest opinion about it.
Hold on.
Sorry.
So I hold on quick. Reason why I said what I said, there's a lot of men that get killed off of that. So that no. The one that the like I said, my children, I will come get my kids. You deal with that. There are men that get killed, there are women that get killed. You say you gonna fight that. I ain't fighting that broad. As long as she put her hands on my children, I'm good. If you put your hands on my children, I'm gonna have to whoop your ass. Point blank. But an adult, a couple adult, no. I'm not gonna fight. No.
You know what's fucked up? I find that in the heat of the moment, when people react off of that, all they hear is they put their hands on me. You know what I'm saying? They hear about the aftermath. Nobody ever asks why.
Facts. Yeah, that's facts. And also,
not justifying any type of domestic violence whatsoever. Let me just put that out there. But
and think about that. You know your ex, right?
Now, to kind of piggyback off that, so if an ex is calling me because her man's currently is putting his hands on her, if I go over there and I do something, eventually one of us is going to get arrested. So my opinion, so my question is, all right, you just got beat up by your mans. Why didn't you call the police? What you call me first for? Why am I what you want me to do that the police can't do for you? I mean, and you're a woman, they're gonna be there quick, fast, in a hurry.
That part. 9 times out of 10, if she call you, bro, y'all still fucking. That's just let's just be honest, bro. You still getting the cookies. You hear me? Because she still feels like you have to protect her. And you can roll your eyes all you want, Star. I saw that. Finally, I got to see your ass react. And I'm telling you now, that shit is the truth. If a woman fights over her baby father and a man fights over his baby mother, they still fucking. I'm going to tell you that now. I'm just going to be God honest.
Negative. That's why I made sure in my explanation to put out the fact that I want my kids to see, okay, mommy and daddy still gets along. My point was simply, so what I've seen, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in the domestic violence, period. I'm not putting my hands on nobody because I don't want nobody putting their hands on me. But every woman doesn't believe that. You have a lot of women who feel like once you done let her slap you a few times, then it escalates. Then she throwing stuff, then she picking up weapons. Situations like that, we got to remember that our children are not just in possible physical danger, but now they're in mental danger because they seeing their father get beat up. It's for me, abuse is abuse. It's no difference between a man being the one getting abused or the woman being the one getting abused. It's still abuse. So that's why my thinking is like that. It has absolutely nothing to do with having any ongoing relationship with the father of my kids, just trying to protect my kids. Like, what are you letting them see if you letting this woman beat you up right in front of them?
And then you're going to go over there and add to it. But I must say this. And I think we need to, I think Flesh and Bone, he said the perfect statement tonight. Everybody, all males, if you're getting beat up by a woman, look down at your crotch.
And believe in it. Believe in your dick.
You don't have enough dick belief. Fellas, believe in your dick. It is more vagina that is being born every day. You gotta go out there. You gotta breathe. You gotta get the. If you don't like regular oil, you need to go get castor oil. In the name of Jesus. You need to take your pinky if it's small and touch it to your thumb and do what you gotta do. They made the rules. They made the rules. You need to do the pinky swear. Trust in yourself. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me.
No. I want you to keep that voice. I want you to now say, say, snap it to a Slim Jim. Oh yeah.
No.
I'm about to
Wow.
pass out. I just hyperventilated doing that voice. Excuse me. I'm a little nervous. It felt like I stood up off the toilet too fast. Okay,
Lord. Yo.
Hey, that's
So
just hold on. That's a real question. Now, since you said that, have you ever got lightheaded while taking the shit?
what are we? How did we get here? Rock, you
We are
now
who we
for,
are.
you now for the rest of the month cannot tell Mo nothing about mentioning Dookie or nothing because you brought us into this one today.
I mean, wait a minute. No, technically, no. He said he felt like he stood up too fast from taking the shit. So then I said, okay, well, have you ever? So I guess my question, quick,
Was a follow-up.
have you ever got dizzy while taking the shit? We're waiting.
Y'all gonna just have to wait.
Oh, I know he had the tingly toes. Everybody had the
Put him in the back.
Boy, get out of here.
Yeah.
Hold on, the tingly toes, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. What are the tingly toes, bro?
When you sit down too long, your elbows, you playing the game, watching the video on YouTube, and your elbows are at the top of your knees, and it's applying pressure to the bottom of your kneecaps and the back of the kneecaps. That ilioperitoneal, I think that's what it's called. That soft skin back there that's ticklish by most people's standards for you freaks. But yeah, I think that's it right there.
I got a question for y'all men. Since us women is always complaining to y'all about not putting the damn toilet seat down. Have you ever got up in the middle of the night and went to use the bathroom and you fell in from leaving the toilet seat up?
No, because we do something that y'all don't. We look before we sit. You look, you sit. Look, sit.
I saw my sister fall in the toilet, bro, in front of the family. Literally,
I don't know where
Ladies.
women get the sheer confidence that I'ma just go in the dark. Y'all don't even turn the light on half the time.
I'm
Y'all
checking
just
spiders,
expect
man.
not to be in that water. Y'all
I'm
just
checking
expected to be there.
Bro, I'm checking for suspected criminals that might be hiding behind my shower curtain. I watch enough Freddy Krueger movies that I don't walk into any fucking bathroom unarmed.
Like at the end of the day, we can boil this down. Y'all falling into the toilet is just purely y'all own negligence. Because you got to look.
Women are
before you sit.
confident. No.
Too
It's their
confident.
confidence. It's their cockiness and their confidence.
So
The
now that
toilet
they've
seat
said
being
that,
up is look for them to think that the toilet seat is always down just for their asses. Is a level of confidence that I have
Ladies.
never seen before a day in my life.
Hey, hold on, look.
the
He
month
said
of May
we look
is
first.
National Push a Man into the Toilet.
Hold on, he said we look first, especially for toilet paper first.
If not, you're gonna take that dirty shower. You're gonna take
Y'all
that dirty
just so literally y'all are too y'all need to humble yourselves, low key. Y'all are too confident that that toilet seat is down each time. That's why
All right,
y'all
so
gonna
hold
be
on,
that's
wait a
why
minute,
y'all
wait
gonna
a
be
minute, wait a
backstroking for
minute.
life.
Wait a minute, quick. I gotta be the gentleman because I was raised by a woman and I learned very early to put the toilet seat down. You feel me? My mother took a couple back strokes on me. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you like this: no woman loves a wet ass that's wet with toilet water. No, you get the most lethal smacks and curse outs every time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I always zip it, flip it. You dig what I'm saying? Get the fuck out of there. I learned that shit.
But to answer your question in a nutshell, no, we don't. Because we before we sit.
Ladies, he gonna keep on talking shit. So I now officially declared the month of May National Push That Nigga in the Toilet Month. He talking too much shit.
Hold on,
Shoot,
man.
let
Hold
them
on,
feel
ladies.
what
Hold
we
on.
feel.
Hold on, does the hit dog holler?
No,
There's a caveat to this.
I listen. I have a house full of men, so naturally, of course, I'm gonna teach them put that damn toilet seat down. So no, I have not had to deal with that as of late.
You know what?
I'm gonna be in cahoots with one of them. We gonna leave the toilet seat up one day.
And you want to know
Oh,
what, Star?
hold on,
I'm
y'all.
good.
Huh?
There's no way to use the bathroom with that toilet seat. Ask me how I know. I have not. I should sure.
Oh,
Mm,
you took a whole bath.
no, no. What I did was I was running to the bathroom because I had to pee, as women do, and I realized like sat down before I could. I don't have a little body, okay, so my hips and stuff saved me from falling in the
Did it split your cheeks? Did you get a? Did you get a? Did you get a little split in your ass or something like that? Like, because if your hips hit the side, now
And the
listen,
Did you
top of the
feel?
cheek.
I'm
Was
trying
there
to listen to this.
and what he's trying to ask, was there a bigger draft than normal?
First and foremost,
Toilet seat
so
ass.
it was
If it hit the sides, it's got to spread open more to stop you.
basically, but it was so uncomfortable, and I had to take a shower because my butt was on the rim. But it has happened, and I have
No. I'm gonna cut you off right there. What is so egregious about the rim of the toilet instead of the seat of the toilet?
because the pee, like, okay, so a lot of people don't know. Like, of course, y'all get pee down there. Sometimes we splash too. Sometimes it can get. Yeah, it can happen. So I teach my girls to check under the seat too, just like I teach my boys, because sometimes we splash too. So you just never know. Always lift that toilet seat, ladies. You never know what's up under there. Make sure you clean your toilet. I clean my toilet all
Hey,
the
yo,
time.
that's aggressive woman pee.
No, it's not, because sometimes it just depends. So when you on your, or when you on through, sometimes things flow like just all over the place. Just always lift the toilet seat up, ladies.
Y'all be dropping cherry bombs and shit.
But you know, it's do that. It happens. Women do it.
Yeah.
Y'all do it more often. But it's something about
Raspberry
that toilet seat.
parade.
That cover is not safe. Once the seat is up, there's no safety. So you gotta.
Bro, wrong song is "She's My Cherry Pie." Sweet cherry
God.
pie.
I can't imagine, fellas. Could you imagine bleeding from your dick? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's not talk about that.
I had to do that. Y'all just wouldn't make it.
Well, like for one, if we had to get
like it would be kind of like
it looked like a shower cap.
Or a corn, like a shower cap mixed with a hollow corn dog or something.
You had one of these stones in the front of your drawers.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, my bad.
Kidney stones does it. Oh shit.
But anyway, I got another subject for y'all.
Let's go.
Go ahead, share that, man, real quick. Oh no, you know what? This is for the women. This is for the ladies. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all.
Shout out to Cardi. Shout out to Cardi.
Ready? Let's go.
Take one butt cheek, spread it, and then put your half of your finger inside your ass with a little bit of soap and just wash that shit. Like this, how much of my finger goes up my ass when I wash it. Yep, nails and all that. And I go like this, bitch. I wash that bitch up. Because you never know when you gotta wash your ass. No.
Right.
Hold on. I think we gotta hone this in. Weezy, hone it in. So what is your technique? Is this accurate?
No, I'm not. Why do you don't stick your finger up your butt like that? We're not trying to do an animal. We're trying to bathe. You know what? No.
All right, Star, your turn. Hone her in, bruh.
When you're washing your behind.
Oh, okay. Hone her in.
So, you get on my damn nerve.
All right.
No. I don't do that bullshit either. Sorry, not sorry. No. No. But you know what this did make me think of, y'all? All the men online right now that's having conversations saying that BBLs stink. They say having sex with a woman with a BBL is a totally different experience because they always smell.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I've seen
I'm gonna need a reference smell. What do they smell like? Do they smell like motor oil?
Socks.
Smell like
Like,
do they smell like an inflated balloon? What they smell like?
Day old tuna fish.
They
oh,
didn't go
God.
that deep into it. They just said that BBLs stink really badly.
There's levels to stink. They got to be more descriptive.
Listen, this is
Hold on,
what
wait
they
a
said.
minute,
I ain't
wait a
never
minute,
smelled a
Wait a
BBL.
minute.
Oh
wait a
my
minute.
gosh, I'm so embarrassed right now.
She said you only stick your finger in your butt if you're constipated.
On some Bobby and Whitney. All right. Good night, y'all. I'm out.
Oh shit! Wait a minute, quick.
Quick about to go practice.
oh
Yes.
woman got to walk off.
No, no. When he finally get back, you hone his ass in so he can answer that question.
I got a
Hey,
question. I want to know, does she help him when he's constipated? You know what I'm saying? That's a whole
Or is it
Fecal
the other way
impaction.
around?
A fecal impaction.
a
That's the
fecal
nieces all the way
impaction.
live tonight. She laughing her ass off right now. In the comment section. Let's go.
Don't be in there choking that woman quick.
Look. Quick walk to the house and say, "Hey, babe, look."
He's like, hey, what are you doing?
But my thing is this: like the crazy part is, she probably uses her pointer finger, which is the same finger she scratches her nose with. I'm talking about Cardi B. She scratches her nose with. She scratches her head. She picks the shit out of her teeth with. You see where I'm going? Like,
Ew.
there's possibility that there's shit crumbs. In the words of my daughter, there's booty flakes in her mouth. Like, that's bad.
Ew.
Not in any circumstance stick your finger anywhere when you are bathing. Okay, you don't need to stick it in your vagina. You don't need to stick it in your butthole. Okay, just don't. And if you stick soap up your butt, that's like an enema.
Then
So
why
you
did they make douches?
pooping anyway.
Why they make douches for y'all? If you know
Hold
not to
on.
put a finger in.
Okay, but that you don't put soap up your vagina.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out.
No, she talking about soap up her butt.
Soap
Yeah,
up your ass make you shit?
Enema is
Yes. Yes.
Who? How did y'all find that out?
What y'all went to the kitchen and
We're
put some
intelligent.
Dawn?
No.
I mean,
Well,
did you
I do
accidentally
know-
like wipe your ass and then your finger slipped in with some Dawn?
Now-
Like, something
It was
happened.
like, whoop.
Well, I'll say this.
I need a
I do
backstory.
know.
used to make enema out of soap. They used to take and skin the soap and roll it up and stick it up your butt. That's how they.
Oh, suppository.
Yes.
But it's
Okay.
soap.
Yeah, but it's soap.
So what are you doing?
I mean,
Lubing
don't
your
they do?
insides?
Activate.
That's the same thing they do with colonics too, though. Don't they like shoot water or something in you?
Yeah,
Oh, that's an
Hold it.
asshole power wash. That's what they call it.
Yeah, I've had that done. I had that done about 5 times.
I
right before
can't.
You
fast.
got your ass in a power wash, bro?
Yeah, by a female over there on 8th Street Southwest. Yes, I
Did it
have
tickle,
had her.
bro?
No, it sucks. Seeing your doo-doo come out in a spout is crazy, bro. Getting flushed out.
Ew.
Yeah. I had it happen. I was committed. I said I was going to do this. I wanted my stomach flat. You know what I'm saying? It works. But you just got to get over a person grabbing your butt cheeks and talking to you at the same time as they're flushing your butthole out.
Spreading them. So, did you see the Lakers got eliminated, huh?
No, she's Caribbean. She's Caribbean. She ain't talking that type of shit. She's different. She's different.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
going to ask you about your aura and all that shit while you getting something shoved in your butt, bruh.
Now look
Hey,
at
look, I'll be funny. I'll warn. I'm like, look, I've been eating McDonald's for the past 3 weeks, so you might pull a couple McDoubles out of there. You know what I'm saying?
and then
Some
massage
nuggets.
it, don't they? Why they want it?
You're supposed to eat light before you do it, bro. Don't eat fucking steak right before you do it. You're supposed to be.
Oh
leading
no,
up
nigga!
with
I'm gonna make them
something,
do
bro.
their job, nigga. You know,
Don't eat rough, bro.
fuck that, nigga. I'm going to the buffet, nigga. Hibachi, bro. Nigga, guess what was in my hibachi, nigga? I'm playing.
Giamo,
Yes, man.
You like stir
you
fry?
seem to be the kinkiest person on the panel.
I'm
Have
not
you ever
the
used a
kinkiest
ball
person.
gag?
Whoa,
No, I
wait
have
a
not.
minute.
I have not.
All right.
Look,
No,
it's a
Look, where he going?
wait a minute. Look,
Has it been
So-
requested? Has it been requested for me to use on a woman? Yes, but have I done it? No. I'm too scared of charges and cases and shit. So no.
look.
The point is simply,
Go
So
ahead.
y'all know that I'm in a social club. My club sisters decided to buy me one as a gag gift. Now, truth be told, I never seen one in real life in person. So I'm reading the little label. Do you know there's a warning that it can cause cancer on it?
Yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
never knew that. Why would somebody want to put something in their mouth that can cause them cancer? You said what, Weez?
The materials is they have to put the one.
Sounds like we're gonna have to make our own, fellas. It's called
I
next
know
Why
time,
would
that's right.
they?
gentlemen. Gag
Why
on
would
these
they?
balls.
But why would they make
Well,
something
Gag,
out of those type of carcinogen
Right.
materials and all that?
Well, unfortunately, bro, everything that is rubber and or plastic, everything that we touch is a byproduct of the production of gasoline. So therefore, there's a risk of
Damn.
everything that you touch. Yes. Any plastics, anything that is rubber made is usually, yeah.
well, guess what? I'm going back to chopsticks. Now, speaking of chopsticks, I want to tell you some ignorant shit. Well, they say it was ignorant. You know what I'm saying? My brother Mo said it was. You know what I'm saying? I was just a frustrated guy. So we went out to eat. You know what I'm saying? This all these great people took me out to eat for my birthday. And can you hear me? Yeah, you
Yeah,
do.
we can hear you. I'm just
So,
saying,
you
fuck
know,
you inside.
Good.
oh,
Fuck
okay.
you.
So we went out to eat and I had a great time. You know what I'm saying? It was Korean barbecue. We cooked the food in front of us. You know what I'm saying? We had Chef Howie and Chef Stacks on that side, so everybody's using chopsticks. Now Stacks cheated. Stacks rolled his chopsticks up in a napkin and made tongs out of them. So I didn't respect his chopsticking. Okay. So me, being the fat boy that I am, I was trying. I got frustrated. And I said, "Excuse me, sir. Uh, can I get a fork?" And this nigga went and got me not one fork, but 8 fucking forks. And I'm trying to pass them out on my side, and everybody just looking at me like, "Nigga, wrong place,
By
wrong."
yourself.
So I proudly picked up the little ladle, scooped it up with some broth, took my noodles and mixed the technique of the Italians and turned my noodles inside the broth and ate my shit that way. And the only person that noticed that shit was Stacks. And he kind of told me about myself in the most funniest way. But fuck it. I can't use chopsticks. You know, like
Why can't you?
I get
I'm pretty
frustrated.
good at it.
Now, see, this is my theory, and I'm not, and this is just a joke. I think this is how they stay skinny. Because imagine you try to keep picking up rice with chopsticks. After a
No,
while,
that's true.
you gonna keep
That's actually
dropping that
true.
shit, and you gonna say, "Fuck it, I don't want to eat no
Well,
more."
well,
I'm done.
actually, it's actually pretty easy to eat rice with chopsticks because the rice is actually pretty chunky. Because it's not soupy or anything. So when they put the rice on there, it kind of breaks off into chunks, and it's easy to grab with chopsticks. I've done it before.
Well,
Unless
guess
you are a
what?
sumo wrestler. Sumo wrestlers, they actually take the bowl to their face and just scoop it out with
That
the
that is my
chopsticks.
method. That's
But
my method.
I will admit, using chopsticks makes me slow down eating. I'm ex-military, so I'm used to eating like that.
You major pain your stuff.
Exactly. Exactly. The first person that sits down out of 81 people, if you're the last person to chow, you better hurry up and eat. So I'm so used to eating so fast that it caused a lot of indigestion throughout my life. And then I finally slow down once I grab chopsticks. I keep them. I have custom made chopsticks in my house. Like I do
Right.
this. You know what I mean?
My thought was so dirty. Put me in the back. I gotta go.
Oh,
Nope.
no,
Good.
You better
no.
say
Guess
No,
what?
no, no,
nope.
no. Put it back there.
Put it in the front. Yep.
Put it in the front. All right, well,
Carry on.
fine. Go say it.
You say
I
so.
was simply going to remind Mo that for our female viewers, they might want to know that you don't eat everything that fast. Being a military man and all.
Mm-hmm.
Listen. Now, the only
Put
thing
him
that
to
I
the
can
front so
take
he
my
can answer
time
that
with,
question.
the only thing I can take my time with that I don't have ever eaten fast is oysters. Oysters.
Mountain
And all fellas
oysters.
understand that oysters, and
Mountain
even
oysters.
the gay women, they understand that when they offer a woman oysters, it means something subliminal, right? So the only thing that men do right is eat oysters and jello out of a cup without a spoon. Yeah. You gotta see, this is
Wait,
what you
wait,
do,
wait.
ladies. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give y'all a dating tip. Whenever you go out on a date, be a little hood, be a little hood, get some jello cups. Make sure you don't have no spoons available. Now he gonna judge you at first. He gonna be like, "What the fuck do you mean? You don't have no spoons. You got children. You got all this shit going on, nigga. You got some spoons." Be like, "Nope, they all dirty." Okay, and watch him eat the Jello out the cup. Give a man a Jello shot and watch us work our magic. We gonna get that. We gonna get that shit up out of there. You hear me? Yes. Thank you. See, bruh, he understands.
For
See
the record,
he understand.
I drink my applesauce.
Why don't you just fucking just?
Y'all different.
No, you take the
Do you like pulp in your orange juice?
around
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. Either or.
To be honest, I don't even buy orange juice no more because after I got myself a juicer and started making my own, it doesn't taste the same. There's nothing like that freshly made orange juice. It hit different, bro. Sunny Delight is garbage.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's
Wait a
out.
minute. Who the fuck?
Bro,
I say, look. I say that now because, like I said, with some things, with foods and all this stuff, I'm starting to get a little bougie. I would have never said that had I not made my own orange juice with this juicer and tasted the fresh citrus.
Oh.
I was the same thing about Eggos. I used to love Eggos until I got me a waffle iron. Now I won't touch them.
First of all, flag on the play. Who the fuck drinks Sunny Delight?
Nobody.
They don't even call it Sunny Delight. They call it Sunny D. It sounds like
bruh. I used to drink. We used to have it in the house all the time coming up. That was the orange juice.
Let me say it like this.
Yachty.
That shit is nasty as fuck. Like, what the fuck? Like, that shit is genetically mutated orange juice.
That was literally the orange juice that my folks had got.
Hey, bruh, y'all was talking, but you did not see Star do this when I mentioned pulp, right? So we all know who doesn't like semen. There's nothing going on.
Hold that. I'm so
once again, this guy.
I'm about to say, "Oh, I love the pulp," and he your ass come.
Hey, look at you. Hey, what did they say in the army? Adapt and overcome.
Shawnee over here. Shawnee over here. My sister Shawn just said she stopped buying ice cream from the store because she got her own ice cream maker. She makes it herself.
I know that's right.
Yeah, that's dope.
So it's the same thing.
But does she go to the cow and milk it? Because
she
that ain't
buys
fresh
her own
juice,
ingredients.
That is I want raw ass cow. I want to say some raw cow.
Family.
Well, I don't know what kind of milk she uses, but I don't do dairy, so that's me. I get the same kind of ice cream Weezy get that look like it come in a perm container, the vegan kind.
Oh yeah, the gelato. What is it called?
Yeah,
gelato. Yeah.
Something like that.
Family.
Yeah. When I buy that, when I buy that, you don't know if I'm about to eat dessert or get a straight press.
I was simply about to say, I love it when we come together, but my energy is depleted and I really must go. Love y'all.
Well, wait. You can at least stay for the outro because it's coming to that time anyhow. Shout out to my OG Flesh and Bone. He actually he made us stay overtime tonight with y'all. So with that being said, thank y'all for rocking with us. Shouts out to all the new viewers. This is your boy K Quick. Follow me at the real K Quick. I am KQuick.com. Beats, Bars, of Faith. You know the vibes. Tune in next week. This is No Filter Show. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all the whole 9 yards. DMV Jams is out. And I beat Rock to the punch. Yeah.
Man, listen, you beat everybody to the punch, motherfucker. Hey, listen, this is your boy GMO, aka non-GMO, man. I had a wonderful time, man. Hey, listen, you don't understand how each and every one of us, this feels like the Brady Bunch. We were all nervous. I felt like a kid again. I rather enjoyed that, man. Thank you, Quick, for inviting the OG on. And naturally, you can find me on all platforms at g.i.moe. I love y'all. Be safe.
Star, go ahead, honey, so you can go.
Okay, I am your girl, Just Star. I am your extraterrestrial diva, and tonight I'm going to say something different. It is time to give my pillow some head and my bed some ass. Mwah.
Put that on a shirt.
That's going to be a good night, I see. I am the blue.
And wear that.
I am the Blue Phoenix, you guys. I want to say from all of us, Flesh, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for sharing us and being vulnerable, for allowing us to ask you questions and just opening up and being the dope dude that you are. We want to wish you well in all your adventures, in all your ventures. And we just thank you so much and congratulations from us first on your book coming out. It's gonna be a success.
Yes, indeed.
At the Blue Phoenix Hills, everywhere here with these beautiful, lovely people at Thursday.
All right. Well, how do you follow up a bed orgy and some healing? I'm just gonna keep it simple tonight. Make sure y'all follow me on all social media platforms at TaylorMade Rock. Do me a favor, go tap in with DMVJamsTV.com. That is the #1 platform for all DMV culture. Shout out to Flesh and Bone for coming through. I'm not even gonna lie, this was a dream come true. To sit back and just chop it up with the OG and living legend. You always got love and support here at the No Filter Show. People, we will see y'all next Thursday, same time, same place. This is the No Filter Show. Peace.